Hey everybody, Ketwolski here, checking in with another one of the live stream editions. We are going to be streaming right now live in STO. Maybe you've heard of it, Star Trek Online. It's pretty exciting. We are joined exclusively as I fix my camera here very subtly here, very professional, super professional. We are joined exclusively by ZE Films, who is probably known as one of the premier Star Trek Online YouTubers around the circuit there. ZE Films, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. So I appreciate you joining us. This is kind of a new thing over here on our channel, and I know that you play a lot of Star Trek Online, but we don't play too much of it over on the Ketwolski channel. But we're getting back into the game myself as I slowly start to try to want to try to get a little bit better at different things in the game, and I appreciate you coming out and kind of looking to assist me with Q's Winter Wonderland. I think that's what we're playing today, correct?
Yeah. This is also I'm streaming as well. So people who are on my channel watching, if you've never heard of Ketwolski, this is Ketwolski. He does. I think it's safe to say you do Star Trek news primarily, correct? Is that the best description?
Yes, I would say that is a very good description. Yes.
Yeah. So if you want to keep up to date on like all the news that's coming out with Star Trek, like Star Trek Picard and the animated series and all that stuff, subscribe to Ketwolski. I find his opinions very calculated and educated and well researched.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
There's some out there, dude, that are just oh god. I'm not gonna get into it.
I don't know what channels you might be referring to. I've never heard of them.
I don't know, but inside sources told me.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, I got you. So I
So
appreciate that. Though. Thank you.
so it's been a while since, like, how long is a while since you've done Winter Wonderland?
What? So it's 2019 now. Gosh, I want to say it was probably 2016 since I've done Winter Wonderland. I did a little bit of it. I want to say last year, like just enough to get the ship that they offered, kind of like offhandedly.
Hmm.
But beyond that, I don't think I did much other than that. Like I didn't play much of it. So
You
I'm kind of very raw with the whole thing.
you have like Winter Wonderland weapons though, right?
Define what that means.
Like the snowball shooting guns, like oh
No, I don't have the snowball shooting
okay,
guns.
we need to fix that because that's gonna make this so much better for you.
Okay, cool. Let's do that.
I need to trade
I
with
do know
you.
that I. Okay. Okay, sorry. I tactically
Action
rolled
roll.
there. Yeah, it was all part of the plan.
I don't know how much of stuff. Hold on, I need to figure out how much stuff is first, so I'm giving you the right stuff.
Okay.
Because yeah, the beginner's way of doing this is going and collecting snowballs and just standing there and throwing snowballs, and it's not as fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I do know
Yeah.
what you mean by that because when I played this with my dad a few years ago, that's what we did. We went around and collected snowballs
Okay.
like a bunch of losers.
Q loves all the little creatures.
Oh wait, can I
Even
just buy it
you.
and trade it to you? Does that work? Or these account bind on pickup?
So I have
Oh,
a
character bind on pickup. Okay, no, I need to give you the currency stuff to get it,
Okay.
which is fine
John
because
Austin is asking right now, what do we think is going on with Dr. Crusher in the Picard show?
oh my,
That's a very loaded question, I think.
that yeah. I'll let you go first. You're the expert here. I don't know.
I would say that I think she's going to appear. Okay, I'm going to accept this trade here.
Hold on, I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay, just kidding. I think she's going to appear, but I don't think that we are quite prepared for how she's going to appear. I think it's going to be something rather unique and exciting, and I can't wait to see it. She might even appear just in the short trek, Children of Mars, where she may actually die. I don't think that Picard would be on the vineyard by himself if she was still alive. That's just a personal thing of mine. I know in All Good Things at the end of TNG, she was still alive and he was on the vineyard by himself. But I think post that experience, because Picard still remembers all of those experiences, I don't think that he would have allowed it to unfold that same way if he could prevent it. So that's just my personal opinion. What do you think?
Well, I'm not going to go as deep as you. Oh, so actually, hold on. Let's help you out with this part.
Okay. What are
So Holiday, go to Wonderland Gear,
Friendly Epos.
gear? Got it.
and you want to look at starting at the snowblower. So the snowblower is kind of a slower weapon, but does more damage with each shot. And then there's hail,
Okay.
which is like a dual wield pistol, which shoots quicker but less damage. So I would probably get those two to start. Actually, I would go with hail and flurry. Flurry is kind of like an assault rifle snowball
I'll
gun.
get hail and I'll get flurry. Got him.
And then if you have anything extra, you too can get your own ugly sweater.
Okay, hold on now.
Under
Where do I get that?
costumes.
Wonderland gear. Is that under the Wonderland gear?
The sweaters?
Yeah.
No,
Or is
no,
that costumes?
under costumes.
The winter hat knitted 2012 scarf. The winter snow outfit.
If you right-click on them, you can get a little preview of how they look.
A festive enterprise. I kind of want that. Can I buy this? Do I have enough? Okay, I definitely bought that. Okay, there we go.
Nice.
All right, cool. So first thing is let's go ahead and equip some of these cool equipments that you gave me here. And while I'm doing that, why don't you go ahead and attempt to answer that question?
Yes, and if you want to put your sweater on there's a tailor right there to your left. The dude in the
Okay.
scarf. So Crusher. What do I think is going to happen with Dr. Crusher? Man, that's such a... This is why I don't do Star Trek news.
I understand. I get you.
Part of me wants to think that there'll be some sort of history that happened between Picard and Crusher after the events of Nemesis. But another part of me kind of thinks that it might just be they might have just parted ways and she's a career officer, and maybe something will happen during season 1 which will cause her to come back, maybe an old spark will flame up, who knows. But I think I think up to now she might have just went her own way to be a career officer doing doctor things. That's the only thing I can kind of think of.
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
Because I don't think it would be really a great idea to I think it would be a little bit disingenuous to have all of the TNG characters still playing huge roles in Picard's life after Nemesis. It's kind of like high school. You're in high school, it's the glory days, you think you're going to be friends forever, but then you finish high school and the reality is everybody goes off to do their own different thing, right?
Right.
And I think that might be what happens here. I don't think... Oh, my. Oh, snowball fight. We'll get the next event. I think that might be what had happened with Riker. They split ways, and he's going to be seeing Riker for the first time in a really long time, so...
Yeah. I agree with that. I think that's very possible, because it's more... I don't want to say logical, but it's just more natural. It's just more natural for humans in general to just kind of drift apart in some regard. you
Yeah.
know?
I can see Geordi still being in contact with Picard, especially after... I haven't actually read the first comment, but from the gist that I get from that first comment, I get the feeling that Geordi and Picard are still in... not constant, but still in touch frequently.
Yeah, they are. They are definitely. I can tell you. as I have actually read the comic, they are still rather in touch with each other because they are working towards building the rescue armada for the Romulan people in that part of the Beta Quadrant sector. So they're connected through necessity. Now, whether or not they needed to be connected through that Romulan armada, like rescue armada, if they had still stayed connected because of that, I don't know. But it is telling in some regards, like in All Good Things, that Geordi is the one that visited Picard on the vineyard. So I feel like maybe they're trying to pull that thread a little bit of saying, like, well, we've already told the story of like how these two particular folks stayed together, so they're kind of keeping with that, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So.
By the way, top category, uniform jacket loose, and then upper is winter sweater. It'll be at the bottom of the drop down.
Thank you, because I don't know if you can see my live stream.
I have it up.
Okay, I'm literally struggling to figure it out. Thank you, I appreciate that.
No problem.
I want something good for my feet. I don't want that. That's garbage. Those are sandals. That doesn't make any sense. All right, we're gonna go with boots, and they will be black. And this is my Winter Wonderland outfit, and no one can judge me. Purchase.
There's no judgment in Queues of Wonderland.
Save outfit, exit. I love it.
All the lands of ice and snow.
And for some reason, I still looking like this. I feel like I didn't do it right. Hold on. Where? Oh, I forgot to hit the fucking where.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you might want to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
there we go.
This is literally Star Trek After Dark, so there will probably be F-bombs.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's fine. I swear on my. Yeah.
All right.
There you go. Look at that.
Yeah, look at me. Look at us. We look so cool. I'm gonna print screen this because I want this for later.
Winter items for a bargain.
Speaking of winter, we are 2 weeks away from it. In Canada land, we're living winter right now.
Yeah, we're full blown winter right now here in I'm in Virginia / DC, and we're 38 degrees right now, so it's pretty cold here. So.
Okay, so I think we missed the snowball fight, but we can run around and look at things.
Okay, what's next? You tell me. I'm following you.
All right, so everything is actually, let's start with the event. Also, hold on, somebody in my chat, that Rose, keep making more Fresh Out of Space Talk videos. I absolutely will.
Yeah, you will.
It's kind of my thing. So up in the top right of your screen next to the map, if you just hover over that, it'll tell you when the events are coming. So right now is the snowball fight, but that's already done. So in 10 minutes, we're going to be doing Tides of Ice.
Sweet. Okay, cool.
Which is where we have to go stop the Borg snowmen, the assimilated snowmen, from getting down the lanes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
That starts in 10 minutes, though, so...
All right. I'm excited.
Oh, but we can do... Oh, okay. So there is a free ship for this winter event, like the last one. I don't know if you're interested in it. It's a carrier.
Oof.
There's flames and stuff.
So is it the same one from last year or no?
No, last year was same species. Last year I think was an escort, and this year is some kind of carrier. Let's do this thing.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Join Winter Invasion queue.
Yeah.
Do I hit it or do you hit it?
I think we both hit it.
I hit it. There we go.
Oh, there we go. There's a video going back to your channel.
Accept.
You're talking about Section 31. And a couple of points that you had made, I had been saying from like the very beginning when they announced that there might be a section. Oh. Wait, are you in? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm in. Oh yeah.
Don't you love the voices?
I literally muted that as soon as I possibly could. So.
Oh, don't worry about me.
What is this discount fucking Disney shit? All right, I'm here.
Yeah, I thought we got too much Section 31 in Season 2 of Discovery. And it's just like, we got so much where it's like the mystery of Section 31 is kind of just gone for me now. And I'd much rather they just save their money and put it towards Star Trek Pike.
I agree. It's YouTube as you know, but as some people don't know necessarily, but as you know, like can be rather fickle is the word I'm going to use. Like, so the first episode I put out about the Star Trek Section 31 show, everyone was like, I don't want that show. So the next video I put out, I was like, yeah, I don't want that show either. And then everyone's like, no, I totally want the Section 31 show. I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, okay, guys, get it together. What do we want? What do we not want? But I think that I agree with you 100%. I'm way more interested in a Star Trek Pike show than I am anything else.
Yeah.
And that's nothing to say against Michelle Yeoh or Shazad Latif or any of the guys or gals who are working on the Section 31 show. It's nothing against them. It's just I don't have personally any interest vested in the show. I would much prefer a Pike show, but they also have literally only areas to improve. They could come in and show us something that we never expected, which would be awesome. So I hope that they do, since it appears as though they are at least moving forward with that show. I hope that they do come in and give us something that we never expected to see on screen, which would be fun, exciting. I kind of equate it to a little bit of like The Mandalorian. I don't know if you're watching The Mandalorian at all.
No,
but
not
The
yet.
Mandalorian of Star Wars, where it's like people didn't really expect to see what they got, and it worked out really well for them in the end, I thought. And I think we could do the same thing for Star Trek. If they give us something that we didn't really expect, that we didn't really want, yeah, it'd be exciting. Because honestly, I would say even Pike, nobody really was like excited for Pike when they announced like, oh, you ever bring an Anson Mount in as Pike. People were like, okay, like whatever. But then once we saw him on screen and saw him in the second season, we were like, hell yeah, this guy's awesome. We want more of that. So hopefully they can continue to impress us in that nature and give us something that's exciting. But that's how I feel about it, at least.
Yeah, when they announced Anson Mount as Pike, I was kind of just like, why? Like, why didn't they just get the guy from the JJ movies to do Pike? Like, he seemed to do it pretty good. I didn't think Pike was going to be, why can't I move, as big as a player, as big as a character as he was in Discovery. I thought it was just going to be like a smaller time role.
Right.
I didn't think it would be so crazy that it would set the stage for, oh my god, I want more Pike.
Right. No, I agree. Yeah, exactly. I don't think anybody did. I think that's why even Secret Hideout and everybody involved was like, okay, holy shit, what are we supposed to do? Because we didn't budget for a whole new Pike television show, but that's what everybody wants now. I think everyone was pretty excited about that and surprised by it. So, it's just one of those happy little things, and hopefully they capitalize that, and hopefully this Section 31 show just becomes a new unique thing. And I mean, I'm all excited for it. I'm excited for everything. I'm willing to give everything an opportunity, and for them to just wow me with whatever they're working on.
Yeah, I try my best to hold all judgment until I've actually seen the product, so it's hard to say now, oh, it's going to suck. It's like, we don't know if it's going to suck because we don't know what storyline it's going to be. I know right after season 2, I am kind of oversaturated on the Section 31, but I'll still give it the old college try,
Yeah, I agree. Except, why am I moving so slow? Do you know why I'm moving so slow?
I don't know. I'm got the same problem right now.
Anybody in the chat know why me and ZE Films are moving so damn slow? That would be great. John Austin says Bruce Greenwood played Pike in JJ's movie. He started off in TV. I don't think he'd do a TV show again, unlike Anson Mount. Yeah, I don't know if Bruce Greenwood did do a couple of Netflix shows, but that's a little bit different than just straight up television. Even though CBS All Access and Discovery is streaming related, it's not necessarily the same thing. I don't know if he'd be interested in that, but I thought Anson Mount did a great job, and I think it's weird, right? Because Rebecca Romaine did number 1, and she kind of had like a bit of free range with her character. Because who knows really? What is number 1 really, other than just a boss ass lady with a nice haircut?
Yeah.
You know, and Ethan Peck, he had no free range at all. Like, dude, you have to play Spock and you have no, like, that's it. Whereas Pike has been played by so many different actors at this point that I feel like each one of them kind of makes it their own in some regards. And Anson just owned that role to the point where it's like, it was just like, I don't even care that you're not necessarily Bruce Greenwood, you know, or whatever it was. It was just like, I just love what you're doing with this role, and it was just so awesome, and I want to see more of it. And like I said, like, I don't think anyone was prepared for that reaction,
No.
which is cool. It's
Yeah.
organic in that nature. I think it's kind of cool that way.
Is your character still moving slow?
I'm moving normal speed now.
Okay. I had to beam out and beam back in. Let's go get ready for the next event, which is this way.
Cool.
Yeah, this way. Tide of Ice.
Okay, I'm following you.
This event for me is kind of like one of the things I have to do to get in the Christmas mood. Like it's become Christmas tradition, like up there with watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Like this is, yeah.
So you say that, and so now I need to ask you, how long have you been playing this game for?
9 years?
Since it came out? Or-
Sorry, no, 8 years. Not since it came out. 8 years.
Okay.
I
So
hope
that's
we're
maybe that's like what, like, so you've been playing for almost the entire time it's been out.
Yeah, almost. Before it went free to play. I'm trying to figure out what
Gotcha.
instance. We're in number 4. Okay. There's
We
a lot
are.
of people. Hopefully people come. So yeah, this one there's 4 lanes, and we have to stop the assimilated snowmen from coming down the lanes.
Okay.
I see one person over there on the far right. So hopefully more people show up. I usually like to do this one here. But
Okay.
we
Do we
can-
need to talk to anybody to get it started, or does it just naturally start?
it'll naturally start. There'll be a pop-up that says join battle, and yeah, it'll be probably 2 minutes before we... Oh, 1 minute, yeah.
John Austin asked me if is my tribbles purring. No, my tribbles are not purring. If you're hearing any sound effect, you're hearing my cats fight each other in the corner as they attack my Christmas tree. That's what you're hearing right now. Because they're rude. So, sorry.
I got a tribble for my mic. I got sick of my my POTS filter. It was literally falling apart like the glue was old.
Yeah, I used back in the day I used to have the older Yeti mic, the Snowball, and I had the pop filter on there, which I hated because it smelled weird and it was always kind of strange and I hated it. But now I have the Blue Yeti, like this nicer one, and I have this cool like little wind resistance thing on there. I like it quite a bit, but I should have got a cool tribble looking one like you just suggested. 'Cause
Yeah.
that would have been cooler.
That's what I'm totally rocking right now. And oh yeah, Caden in my chat I can't believe I missed this reference. There are 4 lanes.
I did not get that either until just now.
Yeah, I'm ashamed.
Don't tell the Cardassians. Don't let them know.
I really
So
hope
anybody in chat right now, just want to make sure, I know we've been kind of going for a little bit while now, but I want to make sure everyone can hear me and ZE Films correctly.
Same with
And
my
no one
chat.
has any no one has any audio issues or anything like that. I just want to make sure everything's good.
There's your pop-up.
Yep, gotta join the battle. I'll check this lane here. Well, you get that lane there.
All right. Yeah, that one will be a little bit easier because this one, once we hit wave 6, then you see these 2 trees behind me? Right there. They start popping up there, so I gotta make sure
Okay.
I handle that too.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom all the way out to keep a good view on everything going on.
And hello, people in Ketwolski's chat. And people in my chat hear us. So, look, no technical difficulties. I like this.
Nope, that's good. That's good. We started off a little rocky. My camera is a little screwed up here. OBS likes to play a little finicky games with me sometimes, so I had to correct it really quick. But I think audio is good.
I had to do a test stream there yesterday. Just to like, it's been over a year since I've like streamed at all. Oh, here we go.
I understand that. The other day when I first did my first stream, This is the second one I've done so far for this game, and I'm like, every single time I do it it's a nightmare. Okay, what the hell is this? The snowball mortar? I didn't know we could get this.
Yeah, I put that there for you.
Snowmen are coming down Crimson Cube and Gold
Rude.
Spear
I want
Lane.
one.
Oh, coming down your lane. Oh, coming down my lane too.
I
Okay.
got you. I got you here. I'm gonna jump down a little bit. Oh, they're attacking that little wall there. Okay, I see it now.
Yeah, you gotta stop them from getting into
Snowmen
there.
are coming down all 4 lanes.
Last night I did this and there was like a full, like, there was a lot of people helping. If we lose, whatever.
Right now,
This is just fun.
It's just us now, unfortunately, and now I'm frozen. So how rude is that?
That's pretty rude.
Snowmen are coming down all 4 lanes.
The little sailings that these guys have are just amazing. Oh, no, I'm frozen. Uh-oh. They got through mine.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I do have this sweet mortar here, which is totally helping.
As I frantically click, 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 click.
Snowmen are coming down all 4 lanes.
Oh no, frozen again. Oh, this is
So
bad.
just imagine me and my dad yesterday, or not yesterday, but last year, playing this exact same thing, but we had to manually gather the snowballs because we didn't know we could buy snowball guns.
Yeah, that's why I asked, because I didn't want you to have to manually. Oh god.
Yeah, it was literally garbage. Alexander Stone asks, what instance are we in? We are in instance 4, so if you want to join us, feel free. Send me a friend's request or let me know what your STO handle is. We could definitely use the assistance as we are defeating this Snowman Borg right now.
And we're totally going to be running the gauntlet, so any of my people in my chat want to come play. I love the little sayings.
Gold Spear and Blue Lozenge Lane.
Fahrenheit
is
is irrelevant. Celsius.
Yeah. I think you mean struggle is pointless. AKA, this isn't the Borg, I promise.
Snowmen are coming down Black Diamond,
What the
Crimson
hell is
Cube,
this
and Gold
guy?
Spear Lane.
I think
The question is why would the Borg assimilate the snowmen?
they ran out of things to assimilate. This is their end game content.
Snowmen are coming down Black Diamond.
I thought you were gonna say this was their end game in general. I thought that was a Marvel reference.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, I like that. Suck it, snowmen.
Oh man, I hate when the pop up comes up. Hey, you've won this. Meanwhile, you're like mid click.
Yeah, seriously, yeah, I just got that again too. It's like, oh, that's super cool. Thanks, Hopeful.
Suckman, send me a friend request at USS_Dauntless.
Snowmen are coming down all 4 lanes.
Oh, I'm frozen again.
Why can't I fire? What's going on?
You're frozen too.
I'm not frozen.
Snowmen
Oh,
are
there we
coming
go.
down Black Diamond and Crimson
Like,
Cube,
the
and
game was glitching, I think, for a second there. Like, I wasn't frozen physically. I could still move, but I couldn't shoot anything, so I think I might have been frozen.
Oh no, they're getting through. We probably should have got people in chat to join us first.
That's okay. Next time. Yeah, this time was just a dry run, but next
Yeah.
time it's going to be so good. Oh, cool. Andorian sleigh bells. Something tells me they don't care about that in Andoria, but whatever. What do I know about knowing things?
It's the Bajoran gratitude beads. You need to concern yourself with.
That's what they're good at. That's what they know. That's what they're known for sure.
Oh,
Snowmen are coming down all 4 lanes.
this event is definitely a lot more fun to play with someone.
We're doing great, I think. Are we losing? I can't tell.
I've seen worse. So we're doing no Snowborg have escaped. So this is good.
So John asks, why don't we ever see the Guardian of Forever in live action anymore? You know, I don't think modern Star Trek, as of right this second, is used to primordial beings just yet. They've kind of steered clear of them. and that includes Q and really just any of the kind of otherworldly beings. Why they have steered clear of them is beyond me, but they haven't really included them just yet. But I do believe that we'll get some kind of Q reference inside of Star Trek Picard. What do you think, man? Do you think we're gonna get Q in Picard?
I
At
think
some
it.
point.
I think it would be kind of sacrilegious to have Picard and no Q.
I agree. I agree. Yeah.
That's like having Picard and no reference to the Enterprise D in some form of way.
Right, which they already did that.
Yeah, exactly.
So we know. Yeah. I agree with you. If John Delancey was dead, then I and I say, that with knocking on wood, I hope
Yeah.
he doesn't pass away anytime soon. But if the actor that was playing Q had passed away, then I would be like, okay, maybe we don't need that. Like, let's not do that. But because he's still alive and he's active, like he still acts like in shows and stuff, it's like, we should probably get him in the show. And I still think we're gonna get them. I think that we spoiled that. I don't know if you saw my video about that with the red glove picture from Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I do watch
I
your
do-
content when I'm editing.
I appreciate that. So yeah, I do think that it's very possible that we're gonna be getting some Q
My
reference, which I think is good.
my prediction is he will be an end of season 1 appearance, leading
Yes,
into season 2.
I agree. Yeah, I definitely nothing outright. I'd be surprised if they pulled him out anything sooner than the last episode of season 1.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna have to, because they already are prepping for season 2. They're already planning on filming, I think in May. I think it is, for next year. So they obviously already want us to tune in for season 2. So they're gonna set up some kind of a cliffhanger to get everyone to tune back in. And I can't think of anything more exciting of a cliffhanger than having Q magically show up to do something. And I can't imagine the philosophical conversation that would take place between Q and Picard about saving the Romulan people, and Q basically refusing to do so. I would just be excited to see that unfold on screen, personally.
The other great thing about Star Trek Picard is it's giving something to the Star Trek fans that they've been screaming for since Enterprise got canceled. Romulans. I'm pretty sure if Enterprise we got 4 seasons, we were supposed to get 5, but it got canceled. And if it didn't get canceled, we were going to get more Romulans. And I think people have been wanting Romulans on TV for forever.
For sure, I would agree with you there. I think that Nemesis kind of did a weird thing with the Romulans that people were really excited about, but I think even regardless of that, people were excited to hear that Romulans were in Nemesis, period. And I think the Klingons were kind of cool, I think, for the TOS era, but they were kind of like treated differently, TNG and Deep Space Nine, era, and in some regards Voyager era, like they were treated a little bit differently, whereas the Romulans kind of took that role on during that time period, and which is like they're the big bads, like those are the big bad guys. You don't want to mess with that. Like I remember even watching TNG as like a kid, and when those birds of prey show up, like, and you hear that music, you're like, oh man, like this is serious, like you knew like it was all business, like it was a big deal. And the Klingons just didn't have that for me growing up in that particular era. So yeah, I think people really want more and more Romulans, which is, so I'm excited to see what they do with them, and it looks like everything seems to be on the money. With
Reading your chat, somebody said, I would love to see Sela. I know Denise Crosby is very, very involved with her Empress, or her Sela character in Star Trek Online.
Yeah.
Do you think we could see Denise Crosby come and do some Sela stuff at all?
I absolutely do. I've said this on my channel and a few other live streams as well, where some people have who have claimed to be kind of connected to the inside of CBS, which I don't report on that stuff in my videos because I don't believe in insider sources. But a lot of people come to me and said, yes, we have insider information. Denise Crosby's inside of the Picard production. She's coming back as Sela, blah, 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 blah. But that's all insider info, so you can't put any credence into that. The only thing that I put a credence into is the fact that Denise Crosby herself talked at different conventions and has curiously skipped several conventions that she had been at previously, but had talked at different conventions about her, you know, role and the fact that she talked to Alex Kurtzman and other producers about possibly returning to the franchise and things of that nature. Like, I think it's very likely, considering the fact that we don't know the fate of her character yet, and the fact that the Romulans are so heavily involved with Picard, in season 1, I think it's very likely that she will show up for something. Maybe not necessarily like a big bad or like a full role or something like that, but I think it's likely she'll show up for something. And I think that would be fun. I think it'd be fun for the fans just to enjoy.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I hope so.
Oh,
I do hope so.
So for my birthday, my sister got me. I don't know how. Actually, hold on. We gotta see where this guy's gonna pop up here. How do you read a lot of the Star Trek comics or just the Picard one? Because Picard.
I don't read a whole lot of the Star Trek comics. I'm gonna invite one of these guys here that just sent me a friend's request to our team.
Yes.
From the channel here, and then I know someone else asked to be added. So if anybody wants to be added, just let me know in the chat. We can add you to the team, so that way we can have a full team going here. Sorry, go ahead. What you were saying?
So my sister got me Star Trek comic, and it's actually, I guess, all the comics. The Q conflict, where it starts off with Picard and Co on the Enterprise E. Ooh, what happened there? Oh. And there's supernovas. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so this guy, you gotta just keep shooting him. There'll be presents. Okay. Try and open up the presents and save the gingerbread people. And then when he gets down to low health, he'll turn into black puff of smoke, and you gotta follow him. We have just about 4 minutes, and we have to see how many times we can destroy him. So we gotta follow him now. And it's about a war between 4 different Q factions, or godlike people. So there's Q, and then there's 3 other groups, and they're all at war with each other, and their war is causing supernovas. And what Q does is he grabs all these Star Trek crews from the different timelines, so TOS, Voyager, DS9, and it's like, okay, if you don't want us to have our war, then you're going to do contests as us. So it's each one it's like picking your team. You pick one Star Trek person at a time, so it's kind of like fantasy football, except fantasy Star Trek.
Yeah.
And they have to do events to try and win, and they bring back Crusher, and remember that half human, half Q girl from TNG?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. I remember her.
Yeah. She came back, and the time traveler guy. It was a really, really good series. I found it really enjoyable. But if that's canon, that would actually explain why Crusher is back in Starfleet, because one of the stipulations was he was not allowed to use his like time traveler stuff anymore. He had to be like full human.
Yeah, that's the thing with these comics and stuff like that, where it's like some of them are like super bizarre, but other ones are like really helpful and kind of explain certain story elements and character development that you would wish were kind of considered very seriously for like canon. And it is frustrating, I know, for some fans, including myself too, where it's like sometimes you get attached to some of these really awesome stories, and then a few years goes by, and then another producer comes in and makes a television show or a whatever it is, or a movie or whatever, that overwrites that. And it is frustrating,
Yeah.
It's kind of frustrating in that regard. So hopefully there's some respect kind of added into some of those things. I think that I know you said you haven't read the new Picard Countdown comic, but they have put a little bit of respect onto this game that we're playing right now, Star Trek Online. They had to put a little respect into that, with the USS Verity, and the respect to some of the things that have happened inside of Star Trek Online in regards to Picard's story and other people's stories and stuff like that. But it is kind of annoying a little bit, I guess you could say, that it's like you get kind of invested in these cool comic stories, and then somebody comes along that's like a brand new person, and they're like, and I'm just gonna erase that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Well,
like, okay,
yeah,
that's rude.
a lot of so there's I think the lore for Star Trek Online is called The Road to 2409. And
yeah.
a lot of that is going to be, I think, shaken up a bit with Star Trek Picard. And that was always kind of like understood that everything that was in The Road to 2409 isn't exactly canon. But there is some support from CBS because it is a CBS game. So they can't really do too many crazy things without getting it approved by them. But I know one of the big things in the 2409 or Road to 2409 was Data was captain of the Enterprise E.
Yes.
In the
until it
B4.
was destroyed. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I actually, one of my I don't know if you know this, but this is a little old school, ancient Ketwolski trivia here, where I did one of my first video series I ever did for this channel years ago. Was I actually read all the Path to 2409 logs.
Oh God.
I read them out loud. Yeah, I know. I know.
Why?
Yeah, I know. Because I thought they were cool, and I thought that it would be fun if I read them out loud. And I don't know, I'm just a big nerd, so just don't worry about that. So I read them out loud for it was like a long series of like 20 videos or something like that.
Wow.
Because I had like pictures and stuff. Like I did like each entry. But yeah, so I'm actually pretty familiar with that whole story. And yeah, I mean, we've already gone so far off of that reservation, just with Picard in general, because it's like they had all these other things going on with, the Romulan Republic and like the Undine imposters kind of infiltrating the United Federation of Planets, and the whole situation with the Gorn and the Klingons and all this weird shit that happened inside of Star Trek Online that just isn't happening, based off of what we understand from the Picard show. So they've already gone pretty heavily off the reservation, but I think that they've done a little bit of what they can to try to respect STO. But I am really curious to see how this game restructures itself based off of what happens with Star Trek Picard, because I do know they know what's coming. So I'm wondering if we're going to get a reshaping of certain storylines, specifically the Legacy of Romulus stuff, to try to match what's happening inside of Star Trek Picard, or not. I'm okay with it not being that way.
I personally think we're going to be going this way for the next event, by the way. I personally think
Alexander Stone. Cool. Send you.
there we go.
Team invite. I'm inviting more people to the team. See, hopefully.
You
Alexander.
got an Alexander, and
Yep.
I didn't pay attention to the other one I was got. Oh no.
Yeah, if you guys are ready to play, look, we're here. We're gonna be playing for a little bit longer. So.
PM me, whoever just sent
Yeah,
the
yeah.
invite. So if you want a team invite, and we'll get you into this instance to have some fun.
David says, I hope they stayed as close to the Road to 2409 as much as possible. That's my wish. Yeah, I think that the guys and gals who wrote the 2409 stuff, if you actually do want to go listen to me read through my Windows Media Player fucking edition of the 2409 series, which is literally garbage, so don't listen to it. Please don't listen to it. It's one of my terrible series. But if you go and listen to it, the storyline that they built up is actually, I think, is actually kind of unique and kind of fun. I think it's pretty cool, to be honest.
It's everything
there's a lot
after
of stuff in there.
It's everything after 2409 that bothers me, because it is now 9 years later. No, game is almost 10 years. So next year, January, February is the 10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
And oh shit, the next event starts in a minute. So let's go. We have to go help a Snowconian. You heard me.
A Snowconian? Is
Yeah.
that what you said?
Yeah, you're gonna love this.
Alexander, let's roll. Come on.
So everything after, so for the past 10 years of this game, there's been Klingon War, the events with New Romulus, Undyne, the Borg,
Yep.
Starbase, Earth space dock being blown up. What else? Oh, we had the Herc,
The Iconians.
the Iconians. What else did we have that happened to us? The best way. Anyway,
The
there's a
Borg did
lot of
come
things
back
that happen in 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
needs, like, they should have just kept changing the year each. Like, it should be 2419 right now going into 2420, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
no, you're 100% right. I remember being very surprised when Cryptic was like, okay, now it's the year 2410, and I remember thinking to myself, like, it just now is 2410. Like, have you played this game? It's a nightmare. Like, like all of these terrible things. We have the Vodwar, we have the Alachi, we have the Romulans, we have the Borg. Yeah, you just said the Klingon. Like, we have all these crazy things happening in just a year. Like, this quadrant sucks.
No wonder in Season 3, Discovery, the Federation's broken up because there's nobody left.
Yeah, it wasn't that everyone left, it's just everyone's dead. Yeah, seriously.
All right, so for this, there's, when it starts, you're going to see ice forming on the gingerbread houses. You have to go up and melt them off. And then there's these candies here.
Okay.
You have to collect the candy too. We're going to need the candy and the ice to make the Snowconian. And then the Snowconian will be summoned and will protect the village.
What the fuck are you talking about?
There isn't enough drugs right now.
Snowconian? What the fuck? All right. I'll follow whatever you're doing. It's fine.
All right.
Alexander needs a sweater after this. We need to go get him a sweater.
Oh, yeah, we can
I know to
definitely
shoot
do that.
these guys.
Ice and syrup and deliver it to the town center.
Yeah, so defeat the snowman people.
Got
and then
it.
go up to the door and spam F. Scrape the ice.
Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna go collect some of this fucking candy over here.
Yes.
Oh shit, there's more snowmen.
Oh, that person has already got that candy, so.
Alright, it's fine. It's fine, not a big deal. I'll just accept the fact that I have to shoot these snow. Scraping the ice. I'm scraping the ice. Taking the shaved ice. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and then you see in the center there, we have to take the shaved
Yeah.
ice and the candy stuff there.
To the center. Okay, the snow meter, the syrup meter. I
Yeah,
got
it's
it.
essentially a snow cone machine.
This is what Cryptic has put together with all of our hard
Yep.
Z-Store money.
Yep.
Fine. You know, I didn't even get my jellyfish earlier. You have the jellyfish, right?
I do.
Okay.
Somebody in my chat, CM, I'm totally telling Ketwolski this. You can get a pet Snowconian that follows you around.
I definitely want a pet Snowconian. Where the hell do I get that?
Same store. We can go check that out. I'm having
Alright,
the
as soon as
hardest
I'm done
time here.
shooting these really mean-looking snowmen. I'm all over it.
These snowmen
It
spawn
says-
faster than
This Star Trek snow fight is wacky. Yes, it absolutely is wacky. What is happening?
well, keep in mind this is Q's Winter Wonderland too, so makes perfect sense if you think about it.
I need this to be in the Star Trek Picard show. I need it to be. The Q's Winter Wonderland. Scrape the ice. Oh my god, who is hitting me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, rude ass
I'm here.
snowman. Okay.
All right, let's work. Yeah, let's just. I'll melt the candy. You get the ice.
I'm getting the ice. I'm all over this ice. Scrape the ice. I've got it.
I've never had this much problems.
Okay, don't put that on me. Okay. Take items. There we go. Take the shaved ice. Perfect. Take the shaved ice. I have a lot of shaved ice. Should I go turn it in or what?
Yes.
All right. Where's the guy do I turn it into? Just this thing right here.
I think that's for the syrup. Oh, other side is for the ice.
Oh, got it. Yep. Deliver the ice.
Oh, deliver more ice.
Deliver more ice. Deliver the ice again.
You should see a little progress bar there on mid right.
Oh yeah, we got nothing but ice here. Alexander, you're frozen. Keep it together. Scrape the ice. You suck, Tylene. I'm gonna get this ice. All right, I'll do it. This is extremely difficult. This is way more difficult than you. You totally undersold. Snowmen suck. They're all over us. These guys are spawning faster than I can shoot them. Who's building all these snowmen? God, Q.
Oh, where the hell are you anyway?
I have not moved. I'm in the same house.
Have you?
All right.
I'm here to tell you about the spread the good word about our Lord and Savior, Snow Jesus.
This is
Snowconian?
Yeah, exactly. Snowconian. Yeah, I like that. Something tells me the Iconians wouldn't be too fun.
Attacking.
The Snow Overlord is attacking? Oh, give it. What the hell is that?
That's the Snow Overlord, duh. Oh yeah, there's this.
What the hell is that? The Snowconian. Did you see how many eyes? Why is he fighting the Snowman Overlord?
Because he's
Do
trying
we
to.
like the Snowconian,
Yes.
or do we not like the Snowconian?
No, Snowconian is our friend.
Oh, okay. I was trying to shoot the Snowconian.
No,
Oh,
no.
leave the Snowconian alone, you rude-ass snowmen. I thought we wanted to kill... Yeah, get the flamethrower. Yeah, you said it, man. Yeah. One flamethrower. We're over here like, let me defeat these snowmen by shooting more snowballs at it. And then someone was probably like, that doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't we use heat?
No, we
Fine.
totally need to use snow guns and you can get a Nerf gun. There's Nerf guns.
I'm surprised we're not healing the snowmen with the more shots of snowballs.
That's why I'm using a gumdrop gun. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Hey, KU,
fancy,
can you
man.
KU Continuum?
Yeah, did you pick that up in your jellyfish? Okay, not everyone has access to all these cool things. Okay.
Honestly,
Some of us
I don't like the jellyfish all that much.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Well,
It's it's cool, but I like my crossfield more. I do like space magic science stuff and my tactical character.
The thing is I honestly, the thing is I really do need like a smaller ship, which is what I was hoping to, which is why I wanted to get the
Lost another building.
the jellyfish, because I need like a pilot ship. I need a smaller ship. Because the NHL Dreadnought is, of course, awesome, but it's, it's a beast,
Yeah, oh yeah.
You might as well be the fucking Vodwar fucking battle cruiser while I'm at it, which I definitely had in my old account. I don't know if you ever had one of those. The Azteca or whatever it was, the Azteca, whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one of those when it first came out. I wanted that thing so bad, and I paid that money, and I got it, and I loved that ship. And then I was like, and then I eventually stopped playing the game. And so I never went back to it.
Why'd you stop playing? Just burned out, or?
So here's a little tidbit that some people I think maybe on the channel are kind of aware of. But what happened is before Ketwolski was a thing, my pseudonym online, I went by a totally different name in Star Trek Online, and I actually partially ran a full-blown fleet in this game. Like, I was very in-depth with this game. Like, I was super involved with it. We had fleet holdings, and I was playing it all the time, and I was invested in everything. And It was a Romulan focused fleet, and then eventually it just got to the point where I got tired of running that thing, and it just kind of burned me out, you know. And it got to the point where I wasn't having fun with the game. I was more like having to deal with personal conflicts and having to run events that nobody showed up for. You know, it was just became exhausting.
Was it
And
a role play fleet by chance?
it was not a
Oh, no?
full roleplay fleet. I would say that it was kind of like a pseudo roleplay fleet.
Okay.
Fleet where we pretended to be Romulan. You know, that was kind of like our identity. But it wasn't like a full blown like a role play all the time kind of thing.
I
But,
before
Another gingerbread.
before I got heavy into YouTube, I used to help. Me and a few others ran an RP fleet. Oh boy, that just essentially people. The only way I can describe it is some people get upset because they're playing cowboys and Indians a little bit too hard, and
Yeah.
they roll it over into real life, and it's just bad. So I stepped back from doing all of that and just focused more on YouTube and
Another building.
having fun.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I can definitely relate to that. That was kind of my perspective on it as well, which is, whoops, I just clicked out. Overall, like, you know, as the kind of time went on, like I was doing that and kind of doing like like a little bit of YouTube here and there, like very lightly YouTube, to where I was like, and then I got burned out with what was going on with the fleet and all that jazz. Then I moved away from that. And then I just started making random videos. I was playing StarCraft, and I was like all over the place with different videos and stuff like that. And then I kind of circled back to Star Trek, but I never went really back into STO fully until way later. Do we have to go somewhere? What's going on? What are we doing?
Yeah, I'm just looking at what's next. Oh, you want to do a pie eating contest?
Hell yeah. Are we done with this one? Is this
Yeah.
over?
Oh yeah, this one's done.
Hell yeah, we won it. Yeah, mark that down in the chat.
Yeah.
You like that? We finished it 3 minutes early.
All right. So talk to pie eating contest. Breen.
Pie eating? This is my kind of fucking event.
I love pie. And then you go over to this table and eat pie.
Select a pie.
Yeah. Try and eat as many as you can in, I guess, under a minute 30.
All right, perfect.
Yeah. That's actually where the ZEF in my thing comes from. Is from that role-playing fleet.
Okay.
Because the fleet was called Xenos Expeditionary Force, or ZEF for short. And then I got into YouTube. I started doing videos with the fleet. That's actually how I got the idea of doing like trailers and that. So whenever we'd start, like role playing was very much like a TV show. It was sectioned off into like seasons. And why can't I eat this pie? God damn it! There we go. So whenever a new season would come up, I would do like kind of a little mini trailer for that upcoming season to kind of get the players hyped for what was coming up.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then it kind of just evolved from there. Things kind of broke down with the fleet, and I kind of just carried the name forward, and Zeph Films was born.
No, hey, you know, that's you know, it's interesting how those things kind of unfold sometimes, but you know, it's kind of interesting to kind of draw the origins of some of these you know situations. And I'm finished.
I ate 7 pies. How many did you eat?
I ate 7 pies. Look at that.
There we go. And we got some sleigh bell. Well, you got some stuff to buy stuff.
Happy holiday.
All right, let's go check out the store.
oh.
What's going on?
There's Neelix. Do you want a Neelix friend?
Sure. Talk to Neelix.
Are you one of the people who do not like Neelix?
If you're asking personally, no, I hate Neelix. He's
Okay,
stupid.
so do I.
He's dumb. Alexander, do you want Neelix? If you want Neelix, go for it. I'll support you. I'll support you emotionally. It's fine.
Next is competitive racing.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I dropped all my alias from that time period. I don't even use the same accounts anymore. Like all the stuff that I worked for, my older accounts with that fleet, I don't even log into them anymore.
Oh, really?
Just because, yeah, I never even went back to them. Which is whatever. Part of that too was because I had spent so much time out of the game at that point. Like I had left that, and then was gone for like a few years, and then I was like, okay, I want to get back into it. Probably right around when they did the temporal stuff, where you could play as a TOS character and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, okay, I want to get back into the agents of yesteryear or whatever it was, and
That was awesome, by the way.
which was, yeah. So I was like, I want to get back into it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna start a whole new account with new characters because I need to learn how to play this game again because I don't remember how to play it at all. So, okay, we joining the race?
Yes, join race.
What are we doing here? We're just
So
gonna run?
this is a PvP race. Run to
Okay.
the end of the hill. Try not to fall off the edge or outside of the track.
You're fucking done, son. Here we go.
Am I? Also,
yeah.
hello, Jules.
Alexander says he ate 8 pies. I don't believe you, Alexander. You better have that because I don't believe it. So, Ket, was your name Jin by chance? No, my name was not Jin. I will tell you my name, and I will tell it to you guys just in this live stream and this live stream only. My name in this game, but previously was Leventius, and that was my name, and I was a part of the Imperial Romulan Fleet. That's what I was a part of. That's what I helped run. Which actually isn't even a thing anymore because the site doesn't even work. 'Cause I guess they canceled the whole fleet. So
Was it an engine website?
it was. How the fuck did you know that? That's weird.
Because everybody with Star Trek fleet websites
Oh.
were used engine. You went off the edge, didn't you?
No, I totally meant to do that.
Okay.
It was just a tactical slide, is what that's called. I'm back up. Okay, I'm back in it. I'm back in the race.
Oh, looks like Alexander went off. Yeah, if you go like a little bit out of the track, you get disqualified.
Oh, shit.
But don't
Seriously?
worry, there's a second one coming up right after this.
Perfect. Oh, we got Triangulum Studios here today. Hello. Triangulum Studios. I know you've got an STO account, Triangulum. Don't even try to front. Get logged in. We need more people to play. Yeah, Engine was the website, and we needed funds to keep it going.
Yep.
And eventually, I guess it died sometime after I left.
So, are you going to tell me the origin story of Ketwolski, or?
The name,
Yeah.
Ketwolski?
Yeah.
Sure, I can tell you.
It sounds like a Polish last name.
It does, and and what's funny is like there's a couple of guys, but one guy in particular that like tries to like insult me for being Polish on YouTube and like YouTube comments, but I'm not Polish at all, and nor does the name have anything to do with Poland,
Oh,
which is very strange.
we got to get Alexander a sweater, right?
We do need to get Alexander. Alexander, come on, we're getting you a sweater. You look ridiculous with your stupid STO outfit on. Yeah, so the name of Ketwolski comes from two sources. Alexander, buy that sweater. Get that thing. Comes from two sources. The first one is Ketwol, which is Ketwol is actually a Star Wars reference. So I don't know if you're familiar with how familiar you are with Star Wars. I'm sure you're familiar somewhat with
Somewhat, but not. Like, I know who Chewbacca is, and
All
the
right,
characters
you're
are.
banned from the channel. You're banned, so it's fine. No, so George Lucas, way back in the day, back in the 70s, when he originally did A New Hope, he had the Wolfman appear in the Mos Eisley's Cantina, and then in these subsequent special edition releases, he had like digital characters added into the edit to cover up the Wolfman because he didn't want it there anymore, and every different edition included a different character. And one of those additions was a new race being called a Ketwol, which was like this weird, like basically like an elephant, almost like an elephant human
Okay.
hybrid.
Yeah.
So I did that as kind of like a little Easter egg, and then I added the Esky part because my favorite character from Stargate SG-1 was actually Kowalski, because like no matter what iteration of Kowalski is he always died. That was like his character thing. And I just thought that was the funniest thing, and I loved every time he showed up. Like it was like, okay, he's gonna die, and it's always like kind of like a fun little Easter egg in every time he shows up in different timelines of Stargate SG-1. So I just combined the two of them together to make Ketwolski. And in hindsight, it was really stupid of me to do that because it's so like obscure that people can't find my name, find it, like Google searching it. But I it's too late now, so I'm stuck with it. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at.
I think you might be in the same boat as I am, because like a lot of the Star Trek channels, they have some sort of Trek reference to it, like Trek Yards, for example.
Right.
Whereas you and me, Zeph Films. What the fuck is a Zeph, and what does it have to do with Star Trek?
Right.
Like,
Nothing. It has nothing to do with
yeah.
it. Yeah, exactly.
I think I'd have more subscribers right now if I had a different name. But you know what? Whatever. I don't care.
Oh my gosh, look at Alexander's sweater. It's so ugly and I love it.
I love it. I approve. I approve.
Yay! Yay! All right, what are we doing next?
The next event is that race again. We don't have to do it. We can wait for the Klingon ice fishing.
Is a genius.
I think I just heard your brain break.
I don't want to do another race, so we'll skip that.
Okay. For the... You still have stuff that I gave you, right?
Oh, yeah.
For the Klingon ice fishing, you'll have to purchase from the Wonderland gear the Klingon fishing gauntlet, either improved or advanced, whatever you can afford there.
I can afford the advanced, so I'm going to buy that.
I gotta
so
go find
Alexander,
it.
I hope you have enough to purchase that. And do I need to equip that as one of my weapons?
Yes.
It's equipped, so perfect.
I gotta
Shape.
find it.
I have all this weird shaved ice. I don't want this anymore.
Yeah, you can get rid of that.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, we have some minutes, right, for Klingon ice fishing? Okay, so let's look at some of these comments here. We have Continuum Trek has joined the chat here, so thanks for coming out.
Oh, hey.
Triangulum Studios is still trying to pretend like he doesn't have an STO account, so he's not joining in. That's fine. I totally know he does have one. He's too cool for school. Alexander Stone says he's 2 holiday balls short. Do you have 2 holiday balls to give to him? Do I have 2 holiday balls?
I have some balls to spare, yes. Where is he?
He's here next to us.
I got balls.
Is good for business.
That's not how you trade. Fun fact, there was an energy drink called Balls
In the game or just in real life?
in real life.
Oh, okay. I don't think I would drink an energy drink called Balls before. But that's
It was
just
actually
personal.
really good.
Oh yeah, you're a big fan of the balls?
I love drinking balls.
Nothing wrong with that. It's 2019. You can drink whatever you want.
Well, I
so-
did it in 2005, so what?
Oh, okay, cool. You're ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's no big deal. You can drink whatever you want. So, it's totally fine.
There you go.
Alexander Stone says, what does he need to buy? Alexander, you need to buy the Klingon... What the hell was it? The fishing arm?
Is a
Yeah. Hold on. There we go.
You need to buy a Klingon fishing gauntlet, either the advanced or the regular for the fishing. Hopefully it's some sort of Klingified ice fishing with dangers. Yeah, I assume the fish are going to explode when we touch them. Very Klingon.
Yeah, so pretty much you'll go to areas, you'll use the gauntlet to punch on the ice, and then you'll pull out a fish. It could be a small fish, it could be a medium fish, or it could be a big ass fish that eats you. And you got to take it to the center thing to drop it off. And then a giant jelly worm will emerge. I feel like I am on drugs explaining this to you.
Yeah, what the fuck what the fuck is this? Winter Wonderland shit. They're just coming up with all sorts of weird stuff, but okay. We have been joined by another fan here known as Tall Cock, which is a weird...
is a genius.
I wouldn't have named myself that, but hey, dude, you do you. Tall Cock is here. I'm excited.
Oh, I got somebody here asking for a invite. Hold on one sec.
If it eats you, you'll be dead. Yeah, seriously. If a giant fish comes out, tries to eat me, I'm definitely gonna. I'm not very intimidating with my ugly Starfleet sweater here. It's not very good, but I love it though. Trying to give you an intel ship. Sorry, I'll stop moving. I'll stand right here in front of you.
Ooh, an intel ship.
I want an intel ship. I need my intelligence to increase.
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Brandon Misa says, "Hey, he said my comment. LOL." Yeah, I read all the comments, Brandon. I'm seeing all the things you're saying. Okay, we have an Intel Science Destroyer. Okay, cool. Hell yeah.
Intel
Falcock
Science
knows what's
Destroyer.
up. Thank you. I appreciate that. A Section 31 Intel Science Destroyer. That's exciting. Thanks, man.
Oh shit, that's the one from Discovery.
Yeah, that's some fresh shit right there.
That is.
This guy's got the good stuff. Tall Cock's got the good stuff. Alexander Stone is over here next to us drinking what appears to be some kind of beer. It's fine, not a big deal. Could be a can of balls, I'm not quite sure. I think that's what he's drinking.
Yeah, the Section 31 ship is interesting.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna look at that after we get out of the Winter Wonderland here. So.
Yeah, we can go do some pew pew. I think somebody in your chat was like they thought there'd be more space battles. We can definitely oblige on some space battles.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit more Winter Wonderland. We're gonna go punch some fish in the face, which is very Klingon of us.
Yeah.
And then we can maybe go blow some shit up. So I don't mind doing that.
A wise man can hear prophet in the wind.
Something about Ferengi in the ice just doesn't add up to me. I feel like the Ferengi would be very uncomfortable in the ice.
Yeah. Ran Kavik. If you send me a PM in-game, I can give you an invite. Because I don't know which one you are in my friends list. I'm assuming you're one of the people who sent me an invite. And
So just John Austin asks, why doesn't the Verity have a cloaking device like the Defiant?
because it's an Odyssey class starship.
I'm not gonna say that from canon perspective that it does or does not have a cloaking device, because I would argue that we don't actually know the answer to that just yet, because it hasn't been added to any of the technical manuals. So it could possibly have one. I don't know. But I will say that if it doesn't, we're still kind of on the hook for the whole treaty with the Romulans of no cloaking devices. At least in the Picard Countdown comic yet, because the Romulan government hasn't fallen apart yet. We know what happens.
Yeah.
Like, we're aware of what happens to the Romulan government, but the people in the Countdown comic are not quite aware just yet at that particular, which is 2385, which is going to be a part of my new Picard timeline video that's coming out soon. But yeah, they're not aware that the Romulan government falls apart, so they would still not have a cloaking device attached to it just yet. So, all right, where do we go to go punch fucking fish?
Yeah, let's go punch some fish. Down this way, in the ice rink.
All right, let's roll. Alexander, you coming?
The time to fish has come. Find honor or a good death.
The time to fish has come.
Alright, so go to look at where you see fish, I guess, and punch.
Okay.
And then go to the center thing and throw the fish in the pit.
How do I punch?
Left, make sure it's equipped and left click.
Okay, I'm not getting anything.
Do you have it
There.
in your weapons slot?
It is.
Press Z or Z.
Yeah, it's equipped. It's on my thing.
So yeah, that light blue spot, and then just click your...
Oh, I got it. Yep,
There you go.
got it. Hell yeah. I've got a giant, what appears to be a giant Swedish fish. What do I do with it now? Oh, I put it in this bucket.
Center pit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deposit fish. Look at the size of that fish. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't get that. It's lame ass fish. punch. Huh. You know, somebody just mentioned that today's a good day to fried catfish. And you know what that reminds me of? Commander Tucker.
Yes.
And can we talk about why Commander Tucker has a Texas accent, but he's from Florida? Or is that just not something that we're going to talk about?
You know what? I don't care. That was actually not something that bothered me at all.
It didn't bother me until he made a big stink about his sister dying in Florida in the Zindi arc. And then I was like, holy shit, what the fuck is this? A kraken?
Yeah. Told you. Jelly worm.
Oh, okay, cool.
Or
Okay,
gummy kraken type thing.
The gummy cascari.
Yes.
Yeah, his Texas accent was a little jarring for me after his sister died in Florida, and he kept telling everyone he was from Florida and how much he loved catfish. And I'm like, listen, dude, I'm from Florida, and nobody sounds like that. Nobody sounds like they're from Texas, but it's okay.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about frosted boots. That's right. You can get frosted boots here, and that's how you can run really quick. You can use it in...
run like a quack. That sounds ridiculous. Welcome to STO Dune. Seriously, this is STO Sea of Thieves. Right? That's what this is. It's Kraken.
We did it,
Cool.
and I'm frozen.
We killed it. Now what do we do?
Wait for our reward.
Sweet.
And oh,
guys
wait,
are-
no, sorry. Go back to
These
getting
guys-
fish. My bad.
Okay, I was gonna say these guys are getting more fish. All right, I'm with it. I'm hip.
It's been a while since I've done this one.
It's okay.
Now I can't click.
Medium fish.
Oh, I got a monstrous fish. I'm gonna smell so good.
I doubt it. I'm just imagining all the Klingons on Kronos fishing like this. It must have taken forever.
You know what? I don't know why we're not using like fishing rods with tribbles on the end of it. I think that would have made more sense.
It would make more sense. I don't even know why. I think what would be more interesting is if we just break all the ice on this little lake here, and then we all go for a little swim. Okay, the gummy worm is back. Max Matthews says, "May the fish be with you." That's a hard no. Okay, this is Star Trek, so it's live long and fish prosper.
Yes.
Okay. Oof, man, this fucking gummy worm kicks my ass.
Yeah, he does pack a little bit of a wallop.
A wallop. You should get that word printed on a T-shirt.
I should.
Selling that on your channel there.
Yeah.
So you know what's interesting is I don't even know if you recall this. You might recall this, but I think our very first interaction, which was probably a long time ago, was when I reached out to you and asked how the hell you record all of your cool STO videos.
Was that
And you
before you asked about the NX refit footage?
I think it was way before that. It
Really?
was way before that, yeah. Because I think I was just trying to get some coverage, and I think it was like I asked you how you did that, and then you introduced me to demo record inside of STO.
I'm
and
so
how that
sorry.
works. Oh. Well, you introduced me to your videos, demo record, and then I just watched it, and it was like, okay, so the answer is I'm never gonna figure this out. So that's cool. Cool.
Yeah, demo record isn't something you can really just, do this. It's like...
Yeah, right, exactly. It's like, oh, cool, it's super easy. Get the fuck off me, fish.
Yeah, look at me. Oh, click. Beat it.
My ass
Context.
it's holding me here. Do you guys think we might see a descendant of Captain Kirk in Discovery Season 3? God, I hope not. No.
I don't think so. I think I don't want
I
to
don't
use
wanna
the
go Star
term
Wars.
Mary Sue, but that would be a little Mary Sue-ish. I'm sorry.
That would be a Mary Sue-ish, and I don't want to go Star Wars with it.
No.
We can avoid this situation where the universes only has, 10 people in it,
Yeah, you can tell, and this is something that we ran into with RP fleet. Like we didn't just let anybody come into our RP fleet. Everyone had to apply, and you'd be surprised how many people are related to Kirk.
Yeah, from an RP perspective, yeah.
And it's like you can tell a story, like you can tell an interesting story with your character without having to be related to anybody great in Star Trek. In fact, you could probably tell a greater story and be related to somebody super annoying, like maybe Barclay. But you don't need to have, it's just something that really bugs me. It's just, I cringe. I am the great grand cousin of Admiral Kirk.
Yeah, we don't need it. Yeah, you're 100%.
Yeah.
It's not something that's necessary. I agree 100%. And I think we should begin to trailblaze other characters and different people and stuff like that. And that's as much shit as Discovery gets for what it is. One of the few things that is one of the benefits of Discovery is that they were like, okay, we're going to bring in a whole slew of new characters that you've never heard of. And a lot of that was very beneficial for the show because it just expanded the universe. That's why I say I don't want a Star Wars situation where everyone's a Skywalker or everyone's a Solo and everyone's Lando Calrissian and blah 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 blah. Like it's only these 4 people that are allowed to exist. These 4 families, they're allowed to exist in the universe, and I hope that we don't deal with that too much. Why can't I punch into the ice? What the fuck is happening? Cool, thanks, Cryptic. That's what I wanted. That's so cool. Oh, because I have the smallest fish in my hand. I didn't realize. I didn't even see it. It was so small. So I guess you guys are against Captain Sisko coming back, huh? I'm not against Captain Sisko coming back because I feel like that would be a very big, serious event within the Star Trek universe. But like, would I be not interested in seeing Jake Sisko's daughter becoming a Starfleet captain? Yeah, I'm not really interested in that story. Nothing against the Sisko family. It's just,
Well,
I just want other characters.
yeah. And I think if they were going to do a Cisco coming back thing, then don't do that in a show about something else. Like, I think that needs to be, like, Deep Space Nine Season 8. Like,
Right, like that's an event. Like that's not a short trek. That's not Picard Picard Season 2 Episode 5 Cisco returns. Like that's for a 2-parter. Like no, that's a serious event. That would require a lot of care and a whole lot of other characters to return, not just people that we have returning so far. We need all the Deep Space Nine characters to come back, or at least a good majority of them, because they'd be the ones that would carry that story into the current timeline. So it's not that I'm against that. It's just that's punch into the ice.
we got 3
On the
minutes
subject
left.
of descendants, wasn't David Marcus Kirk's only kid?
That we know of?
The Marcus boy with Carol Marcus? I would say yes. I don't think there was any other canon child for Kirk.
That we know of.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Kirk
He was
Kirk
back in the day.
he spread them seeds, so you don't know.
A little bit of first contact, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. And second and third and fourth.
Yeah. I would actually, I kind of hope, and maybe this is just me, but I kind of actually hope that the Lower Deck show, which apparently is focused very specifically on second contact, might address some of that cultural contamination, if that makes sense. Like, oh, my son or daughter is related to a Starfleet captain now. Can you help me out getting some Starfleet benefits or something? I don't know. I don't know. I think that'd be kind of funny. That'd be kind of a funny plot line to kind of put in the show.
Last time Federation was here, somebody by the name of Captain Kirk was here, and we found out a disease strain that we've never seen before. Your translator calls it syphilis.
He's got space AIDS. Oh, is that like I think that was a Robot Chicken skit or something like that.
Yeah,
where he's giving people space AIDS. Or
yes. I love Robot Chicken.
Oh yeah. Bro Perkins says, "Oh, I'm an STO too." Well, send us a fucking friend invite, man. Get a part of the crew. Once we're done with this fishing expedition, we're gonna go blow some shit up in space.
Yep. What marks do you need? Do you know off the top of your head, or?
I need fleet marks. That's what I need. Because the gear I'm going for. So that was the whole point of me doing live streams. Is part of that is the fact that I'm focused primarily on getting some fleet gear, because I have my ship is cool and it's all right, but it doesn't have the best of gear. So I'm zeroing in on fleet gear specifically.
I'm sure we can get a couple of TFOs in.
Yeah, as long as it's not the breach, that's totally fine with me, because the breach is like literally the worst.
No, I'm thinking Starbase 1. That's a good one. I really enjoyed doing that one.
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
Says, all right, I'm outfitting my NX-01 class and I'll captains. Yeah, man, do it.
Do it.
One of my favorite ships, I don't know if I've told you this, but one of my favorite ships, I don't have it on this account right now, but one of my favorite ships is actually the NX-01 refit. That's one of my favorite ships. Even though it's garbage and doesn't really help in combat, I just love flying it. It's just I think it's so cool looking. I just love it.
It's a fast little ship. I like it.
Yeah, it's a personal thing, I don't know how you feel about Enterprise as a show.
I loved it. I actually really enjoyed it. I love the Zindi arc. I know it started off a little slow, but I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I hated it when it was on cable.
Oh, we're done.
Because cool, 22 seconds. It's wrapping up. So I hated it when it was on cable, but once I got older and I was able to watch it all the way through on streaming through Netflix, it actually became my second favorite series behind TNG. And just because I just loved it. I thought, especially the first two seasons, which people don't really like too much. I just thought it was really cool, like these first initial missions of the Starfleet origins of the NX-01, kind of doing things very I guess you could say off the cuff. Very surprising to see how they could deal with certain situations without any kind of precedent being set. And they were trailblazing. I loved it. I thought it was really...
Yeah.
I love the idea. I think it could have been executed a little bit better, but overall I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah. There definitely in that first season there is a definite theme of T'Pol's we shouldn't do that, and Archer's we're going to go do this, and then the thing that she said what's going to happen happens. They get in trouble, and then she's like, "Just told you we shouldn't have done that." He's like,
"Yeah,
you're right. Okay, let's go do it again." I have beamed up to Soul Space, by the way.
Oh, we're done here. Okay.
Yeah. That event finished, and in my chat, you're not going to do Wonderland Invasion. We did that one. We actually started off with that. I think we've had enough Winter Wonderland for one day.
Triangulum says Ketwolski's so judgmental. tongue out face. Yeah, you know it, man. I'm super judgmental. Continuum check says there's only one ship, and that's the Prometheus. There are no other ships. That is such a lie.
I'm
Alright,
looking at
so
a crossfield right now.
you are in instance 4. Do I need to change instances to be in the same one as you? Does it matter?
Oh no, just now enter Soul System.
Oh, okay, I got you. Enter soul system.
Yeah.
Never mind, I understand. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yep.
Thomas is saying that he loved the Enterprise show, especially the Augment episodes.
Yes.
Yes, I would agree with that. That was probably one of the highlights of that season.
The ending of season 4 was a little.
You didn't like the holodeck situation?
Not that episode. Was it one before it with Trip and T'Pol's baby? That was a weird kind of episode.
Oh, with the xenophobic people?
Yeah, that one. All Star Trek's got that show that kind of makes you feel a little off, right?
Okay, we got a guy here. Hold on, let me. Can you? I'm not the team leader. Are you the team leader?
I can make you team lead.
Make me team lead really quick so I can invite this person.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. I will invite to team. I added B. Perkins to the team. And then I'm going to put you back as team leader. There we go. Okay, he says he's just upgrading and installing some weapons quick. So, okay, yeah. So, Perkins, let us know when you're ready, and then we'll go ahead and load into some space combat here. Says tripping to Paul's. Yeah, not tripping to Paul's. SE asks, did you just say tripping to Paul's? No, trip end. Trip end to Paul's, not tripping to Paul's.
Though
Trip end.
though the holodeck episode at the end, you would say you're probably tripping to Paul's.
Yeah, the whole thing with their kid and all that stuff was very strange.
That just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, honestly, the thing is I feel like they had episodes written for seasons 5 and 6 that they had to like shove into a single season, and some of them kind of fell flat, unfortunately, which is sad because some of those storylines could have been really great, but because of the fact that they were, kind of rushed, that they didn't really land as well as they probably could have. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still like it. I still like Enterprise's second favorite show of Star Trek.
I also didn't mind Voyager either. A lot of people kind of shit on Voyager. I enjoyed it. The first season was a little rough, but I kind of liked the whole, hey, we're kind of stuck here. I love the Borg arc. I loved it.
Yep. My thing with Voyager, I would say that it would honestly just, the reason why I have difficulty kind of connecting with Voyager is just because it came out at a weird time from where I was like as a person, and I just didn't connect with it in the same way that I did like TNG, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
At that particular age and where I was as an individual, it just didn't resonate with me as well as TNG did. And it's nothing against the show or against the writers or the actors or anything like that. It just didn't connect with me in that way. So I don't have as much nostalgic connection to Voyager. I don't think it was bad. It's just like when people say like what's my favorite, like it doesn't come up for me. But I don't think there's anything wrong with it, and I think it actually added a lot of depth to Star Trek as a whole. So it was just one of those things that it is what it is. It's just personal preference, I guess you could say.
The Seven and Chakotay thing was terrible too. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So, another friend invite. I will accept.
Oh, me too. From Kaiko Kite. Hope I said that right.
Yes. Yeah, I think so, yeah. Triangulum Studio says, so what? They can say to Paul's or Blu-ray Pie doesn't make it true unless it's an actual episode. I feel like I'm missing the context of that comment.
I think this is there's an A and B conversation going on in your chat, and we should see ourselves out.
Yeah, I feel like there's more to that going on there.
Yeah.
Sorry. Voyager was like going to buy a Mustang, but leave Curie Cougar.
Hey, Mercury Cougars are awesome, okay?
They are, but they're not what you went in there for. I can understand that. I get that. You guys are just tripping to Paul's. That's the problem.
You and I need to have a collab shirt and sell that. Tripping to Paul's.
Tripping to Paul's.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah, I'm tripping to Paul's right now. Which, to be fair, she was kind of tripping to Paul. You know, in certain episodes, she was tripping.
Yeah. Like that. Oh, yeah. All through season 3 there on the Trillium D.
Oh yeah,
Tripping,
she was definitely tripping to Paul's.
Tripping to Paul's on Trillium D.
Yeah, and that's what's crazy is like Enterprise like tackled some serious topics specifically with you know, to Paul. Like they did rape, they did interspecies relationships, they did drug addiction, they did all sorts of like forced marriages. You know, like they were doing all sorts of shit with her character. It's kind of crazy when you think about it.
Yeah, Can you imagine if Enterprise came out now?
No, actually, it would be very. It probably would not be received as the same way as it did.
Kind of like how if The Office came out now.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't age well based off of current. I don't want to say standards, but current. What's the right word? But current viewing.
The current cultural climate.
Yes, that's a better word. The
Yeah.
current viewing culture. Yeah, there we go. Augmented Dictator Games is here, so that's exciting. Welcome, welcome ADG, as I like to call you. Red Palace says, "Hi, Ketwolski. I'm sure you've covered this, but have you heard anything definitive on whether the Kelvin universe closes in the next JJ movies?" Red Palace, I have not heard anything definitive about it. I haven't even heard anything definitive if the movie's going to take place. I think I did cover that a little bit in one of my Earl Grey pour-ups, where I do think it was a bit more of like a testing the waters type discussion, where they wanted to see how people felt about the idea of a return of the Kelvin universe, which I actually do think most people reacted rather positively to that. But whether or not it's going to be the last one is kind of dependent on us as Trekkies, and we will kind of dictate that in some regards based off of our wallets and whether or not we want to actually go and see it. But that's my thought process on that. I don't know how you feel about that. Uh-oh. Can you still hear me? Uh-oh. Z Films, can you still hear me? I think I might have lost him. I'm in a space whale. You're a space whale. Let's go check out his ship. Let's go over there. Around this thing. Z Films, if you can hear me, I cannot hear you. Okay, so as long as you guys can hear me, that's at least a positive thing there. Maybe he muted me for a specific reason. Poor guy abandoned by Ketwolski. That's right, we're gone. We're out of here. Experiencing temporary difficulties. Are you the Vengeance, Ketwolski? Yes, I'm in the Kelvin Intel Dreadnought, also known as the USS Vengeance. That is the ship I'm currently flying. I personally love this ship. I loved it when I saw it inside of Star Trek Into Darkness. It's one of the few things I enjoyed about Star Trek Into Darkness was this ship and, of course, Admiral Marcus's character as a whole.
I am here.
Oh, welcome. Thank you. Oh, I thought I lost you. I'm
Had
glad you're
to
back now.
get my dogs. I had the door closed, so
Ah, gotcha. No worries.
I have 2 wiener dogs.
Gotcha.
I am. Are we ready to go?
Voth temporal science ship. I will definitely take that. I'm getting another free ship here from Perkins. Thank you so much. I
Oh, shit.
definitely want this. The Voth Bastille temporal science vessel. I love that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I wonder if Ketwolski has his cup of Earl Grey.
I don't have my Earl Grey right now, but I do have what can only be described as official Star Trek sanctioned Red Bull sugar free to keep me awake during these late night streams. So that's how that works.
Tomorrow is going to be rum and eggnog and decorating the Christmas tree.
Nice. We did the full decorations Thanksgiving because we didn't do too many Thanksgiving cooking, too much Thanksgiving cooking. We actually catered it. The wife and I decided to forego the full-blown cooking this year, and we cheated. But it worked out well. But we had a lot of free time, so we decorated the tree. Thomas asks, you have 2 wieners, you say, like the Star Trek Discovery Klingons? I don't think that's the wieners he's talking about.
No.
The real question is if they have 2 wieners, do they have 2 buttholes? And I assume the answer is probably no. But it's not a question I want answered, so thank you for that.
That wasn't what I was going to answer. All
Okay,
right.
I have to ask, how do I get this tiny little jellyfish flying around? The Farpoint jellyfish. I want one of those.
The
Alexander
Farpoint
seems to have them.
fish.
It's-
Is that low buy?
It might be low buy. If it is,
Vanity
I totally...
Pet.
Okay, we'll have to get that later. Let's load up into a mission. I'll worry about that later.
Yeah.
Let's blow some shit up.
Yeah. All right, let's do. Oh, my God.
Klingons apparently have a redundant system. Yeah, that's what it is. It's just the auxiliary is what we're gonna call that.
Did you get that pop?
I did. Yes.
Okay.
I hit accept. So.
Because the TFO system sometimes not the greatest.
Yeah, it's not. I
No.
do recall that.
Yeah.
Many a times running with my old fleet did we try to start something and then it never worked. So.
So I got back and I heard you saying that one of your favorite ships was the Dreadnought you're in.
For sure, the one I'm flying right now, the Vengeance.
The Vengeance, yeah.
SS Vengeance. It's one of the few things that I really loved about Star Trek Into Darkness. And I just, when I saw the ship, I just loved it so much, and I couldn't wait for them to release it inside of Star Trek Online because I absolutely wanted it, and I did everything I could to get it as fast as possible. I just loved it. I thought it was a cool ship design. It just looked awesome. It was big and imposing, and I just thought it was just a well-designed ship. So I think they did a great job. I think that movie was flawed in some regards, but that ship was just such a great design.
Yeah. Well, I love the JJ Enterprise. When I first saw it, I'm like, oof, yes, I like this. Like, I didn't even care that it's different and scaled bigger. Like, I didn't care. It just looked sexy. But fun fact, that ship pack, so the JJ Enterprise and the Vengeance, that was a busy month. But that month of June, when it came out in the summer, that was the first set of ships that I'd ever gotten to do videos on for Star Trek Online before they got released.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I got timed out.
Mine is loading, but I only have one of the little bars. Oh, I just got timed out too. Ooh, fun. All right. Good thing my password is blocked. So you guys can't see
Right.
it.
Star Trek Online dollars hard at work.
An error occurred while transferring this character to its destination map. Normal login.
Yeah,
Okay.
normal. Oh, I'm in.
All right, I'm coming up now. Loading Starbase 1. If you guys are still listening, definitely reload it real quick, you should be able to join
Oh, I
us.
think they're in here already. I think it was
Oh,
just
okay,
you and me who got kicked.
Typical. That's fine.
Yeah, pick on the YouTubers.
Yeah, seriously.
Target shields have failed.
But yeah, I remember when they came out, the first thing I did is they told me, make sure you capture the bridge. So I beamed onto the bridge and it was a PM of obscenities to the developer. I'm just like, oh my fucking god, what the fuck, this is amazing.
Yeah. No, I would agree. Like, even the I remember that because if I'm recalling it correctly, it was right around the same time they did like the that little Kelvin pseudo mission where you got to hang out. You like got sent to the Kelvin universe, or like they had like the android from the Kelvin universe.
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
work.
Oh yeah, well it came out with the Agents of Yesterday expansion.
Yeah. Right. You are correct there, and I loved it. I thought that was such a cool idea, such a cool mission. Like the whole thing was just really well done, and I loved it. And again, like Into Darkness wasn't my jam. It was the best things in sliced bread for me, but like there were so many elements that I
Those two.
loved about it. And I was just really glad that they brought it into STO. It definitely worked a lot better in STO than it did in the movie, for sure. Give me that siphon, sucker.
Yeah, that June was a very, very busy month for me. Because not
I
only
can imagine.
they had the Vengeance, they had the JJ, and then they also had Tier 1 to Tier 6 ships that they were releasing. And it was busy, but I loved every minute of it.
Yeah, I mean that's the fun stuff. I can somehow relate to that. We have to deal with. I shouldn't say have to deal with, but when we go through like Comic-Con and stuff like that, like it's very busy, but it's exciting as well because it's all of these great new things to cover and to talk about, and it's very exciting. But it is very busy. A lot of recording, a lot of editing, a lot of back and forth with different things to try to get all the content covered. It is challenging.
Yeah, I did that one video about the Enterprise F bridge and all that, and even I was starting to feel like I was starting to feel a little stressed. I'm like, am I like, should I be leaving my lane and like dipping into this? I'm like, it's kind of in my lane in like Star Trek Online, but it's like I'm trying to like double check everything, and like that was a short video and I was stressed. I'm like, I'm just gonna stick to visual reviews and ship porn. Thank you.
Ship porn, yeah.
That's
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, I hear you. You're good at that though, like that's people come to expect you for that stuff,
yeah. Oh yeah, oh, you saw the jellyfish one, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, that was a fun one to do. That's the second one that I've gotten to do for like Star Trek Online, which is pretty cool. Sucks that it's not on my channel, but whatever.
Yeah. But I mean, they called you up by name, And
Yeah.
I think at this point, at least within the Star Trek Online community, that people definitely know who you are. You'd be hard pressed to find someone that plays Star Trek Online that doesn't know who you are. I think you're in a situation, you probably already know this, but you're in a situation for sure where your videos get, way more views than you're actually, people who actually subscribe to your channel. Because people are more interested in that, like, oh, okay, like, cool, what does he got to show me now, People are more interested in that than necessarily subscribing, which is frustrating as a YouTuber. I understand that.
Yeah. The
But
subscribe
at the
button is just right there. Please, just click it.
Just click it.
It's free, I
Oh.
promise. Like,
Yeah, it's
well,
free.
this year something happened that's never happened before. Like under a year, I think it was like within 6 months, I got over 100,000 views on one video, which has never happened before.
Yeah.
And it's just like, holy crap! And then it's like, why couldn't you just click that subscribe button? Like, are you not entertained?
Yeah, what's the deal? I make nothing but this content. It's so good. Yeah, I promise. Now I understand.
I think either January or February is going to get a little cray-cray with 10 years. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of ships coming out.
Oh yeah, for sure. And yeah, I agree with that 100%, you know, and I'm you know, part of me is like, okay, I kind of want like a new Star Trek Online game coming out, but at the same time I'm actually pretty excited to see what Star Trek Online does with all of the new shows coming out. Like I kind of want to see like the lower deck ship, whatever that may look like. I want to play with that in Star Trek Online too. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like
And it better look like a cartoon, too.
I want it to look like a cartoon. Yes,
Yeah.
and nothing else, just that. So Thomas asks, the real question is why do you praise sliced bread so? Did they not have it in Poland? I don't know. I don't know what you mean, Thomas. You have to be more specific. Ketwolski, I'm assuming you're a Bills fan. Yes, I'm a huge Buffalo Bills fan. It's been a great year for us, and it's going to continue to be a great year. And SC asks, hey, you been Watchmening at all? No, I have not watched The Watchmen. I assume you're referring to the HBO show. I haven't watched it yet. I will watch it probably once it's over with and the show finishes up airing for its first season, but I've heard good things. I don't know if you're watching it at all.
Hello, Jason Smith and Caden Shepard. The Enterprise E video you made to me will always be my absolute favorite of them all. The Enterprise F coming in at a close second.
There you go.
Yeah. Everybody's got that favorite. One of my... Oh, there you go. Get your fleet marks.
Okay.
That was 96 fleet marks. I did a... I don't know why I felt like doing it, but I did just a trailer for Starbase 1.
Mm-hmm.
And the music that I picked for it and like the scenes that I shot, it's my favorite. I love it so much. And no, I've not been watching Watchmen. I am catching up on Amazon Prime shows though. So I watched The Boys, both seasons of Jack Ryan.
Nice.
And I'm painfully going through Fear of the Walking Dead. I've hit a point where it's like, what the hell?
Yeah, I've given up entirely on The Walking Dead, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a show to me that, I don't know, people still seem to be tuning into it, but for me, it kind of died years ago, and I kind of just gave up on it. You know, it didn't get bad, it's just, I don't know, I just lost interest in watching these characters fight another group of bad people. I wasn't really interested in watching it again and again, so I just kind of gave it up. But you're a brave man for going for the spin-offs. There's another spin-off coming too. I don't know if you know that.
Really?
Yeah, there's a whole new spin-off. I saw some screenshots of the filming the other day.
For the Walking Dead series.
Yeah, there's a whole new Walking Dead spin-off coming.
Fear of the Walking Dead, like the first 3 seasons were actually good. I'm in season 4 now, and it seems a little weird. Who else are we missing? I'm gonna make you team leader
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
because I don't know who you invited before.
Invite to team. Triangulum asks me if I know all of the original lyrics to the TOS theme song. I do, and if I want to sing it for everybody here, the answer is categorically no. Definitely not. I'm not going to sing it for you guys, but I appreciate the offer.
Oh,
We got Perkins back. There was one other person with us, and golly, I don't know who it was. There's quite a few people I have online right now. Who
PM
was
us
it
a
that was
game.
online? Do you remember who it was?
no, my chat log is gone. All I have is... Oh, we had Perkins.
Yeah, Perkins was
Oh,
in
Perkins
there,
is in.
And then there was one other person with us, and I want to say it was Commander 88. Correct. I'm gonna invite this person to the team. If they accept, then it'll be that person.
Just
No,
like
it wasn't
throwing
that
spaghetti
person.
at the wall. Just hope it sticks.
Yeah, seriously. Okay. I don't know who it was. What instance are we in? We are in Sol System 3 right now.
C.
Alexander Stone, you're in. We got you. Don't worry about that. Triangulum asks what my favorite color is. It's blue, duh. Don't you know my background color? Hello. That's where I get that from. Is Jack Ryan a good show? Yes,
Yes.
Jack Ryan is a good show. If you have Amazon Prime and you haven't watched it, then you should probably just turn off the stream and go watch it. So stop
Yeah.
hanging out.
It's all about Jim trying to save Pam. Go watch.
Exactly. So don't wait for me.
John Krasinski is an amazing actor, by the way.
Talk about range, man. Talk about fucking range. That guy.
Holy, and like what was that movie?
I'm gonna put you back as the team leader.
Quiet Place, was it?
Yeah, Quiet Place. Yeah.
Amazing movie, which he directed too, if I remember
And
correctly.
wrote.
And wrote, yes, wrote and directed, yeah.
Yeah, and cast his wife in the
Yeah.
title, which is, fucking cool. Yeah, my problem with Quiet Place is
That it started off all these other spin-off mimic, like Bird in a Box, and
Bird. Listen, I liked Bird in a Box. Okay,
it's just a rip-off of A Quiet Place, you know it.
Yeah, it was. It was. And they both had their same. The thing with movies like that, where it's like this gimmick, it's the same kind of thing with the Signs, the M. Night Shyamalan movie from way back in the day,
Mhm.
where it's like you have to kind of suspend your disbelief a little bit, where it's like you can't go too far logic into it, because then you can always kind of rip it apart to a degree, where it's like you just have to kind of enjoy it. But like even with A Quiet Place, like some of the things that happen, especially towards the end, where it's like it's like they could have probably done this or done that or whatever it is. Bird Box is the same way. It's like but did you have fun watching it? It's kind of that question.
Yeah.
Did I enjoy watching the movie? And the answer is yes. So to me, that is a successful movie. That's who it was. Tallcock. How could I forget Tallcock? I feel so bad. I'm sorry, Tallcock. I feel like an idiot, and I don't even. I'm sorry. But I'm glad you're back now.
Ooh, complete
Tallcock's back.
Iconium
Nobody worry.
TFO.
Yeah, let's do some more stuff. Let's blow some more shit up.
I am not doing Battle of Corvez. You can fuck right off with that.
Do you think we'll see the outrageous Okona in the new Picard series? Thanks. What is the outrageous Okona? Do you know what that is?
I honestly think I'd have to Google that because I don't.
I'm Googling it right now. I don't know what that is. Tell me what that is, Triangulum. Here you are with your stumping questions.
I know ships.
Outrageous Okona. The outrageous Okona.
Oh, is it that guy from TNG?
You mean
Season 2?
A roguish space captain charms all aboard the Enterprise, but multiple aliens accuse him of theft. Data consults a comic.
Oh, that guy. I have a fun fact about him.
Go ahead. Let's hear it.
That actor. He originally applied. Oh my God. Not applied. What is it called when you go for a role? Casted or?
Cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Auditioned.
Audition. Thank you for
Yeah.
Commander Riker.
He did.
Yeah. Oh fuck! Why did I press that button? I'm an idiot. But he didn't get it. Jonathan Frakes got it. So
I think that was probably a better choice.
yeah.
Great job. Way to pick the right guy. Yes. Listen, I forgot about that. So yeah, Okona. Yeah, that's on
It's
me.
1 a.m. Okay.
Yeah. Triangulum. God.
We burned all of our brain cells at Winter Wonderland.
Yes. I know. All right, what are we loading up next?
What do you like to do?
I'm down for whatever. I really am down for whatever. I just like to blow more shit up as possible. We could do the Kobayashi Maru. I haven't done that.
You've never done that?
That's lame. I don't know.
We could try it if it's
For
still...
fleet marks, I need Azure Nebula, the Battle of Corfez Elite. I don't know if that's something we should do.
Battle of Corfez.
Borg Disconnected.
Borg Disconnected is fun.
Counterpoint. I'm open
Let's-
for all these things.
Let's start off with... We'll do Azure Nebula Rescue. That one's pretty... Oh, somebody's saying Borg, though. Fine. Let's do Borg Disconnected. Normal or advanced? How...
Augmented Dictator Games asks, what is your game handle, Ketwolski? How do I check that really quickly? I don't know how to check that in game without logging off.
You, what?
But if you check my about on my YouTube channel, you'll be able to see it there. I have it listed there. If you want to add me in game.
You know, I'm... For the purposes of
Corfez
this...
is the hardest TFO in the game. That means we should definitely do it. Do you agree with that? Do you think it's the hardest one?
Yeah. That's... Yeah. Yeah. I
he says like not in. Yeah, we're not doing that.
No. I put us in Borg Disconnected. That one's actually pretty alright.
Cool.
All right.
Brad Riddler has donated $2 to the channel. Thank you, Brad. I appreciate it.
Hey, I think he gave me $2 last night while I was doing the test stream.
Brad, man. Brad's got the cash, man.
He's got a lot of toonies. We call them toonies up here in Canada, by the way.
Toonies. I like
we
that.
have $2 coins. So our $1 coin is a loonie, and then our $2 coin is a toonie.
Wow. And what does that equal into American currency? 1/10 of a dollar?
Probably
I'm just kidding.
$1.75 US.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good exchange rate. I've actually been to Canada recently. Thank you. I travel sometimes.
Ever to
And,
Toronto?
No, I was in actually Victoria, so the opposite, totally
Oh,
opposite
nice.
side of the which is a beautiful little city out there. I loved it quite a bit. So,
Did you get a pop?
what would happen if Jack Ryan was transported to the 24th century? He'd probably get his ass kicked, but that's just me.
You had a thing pop up, right?
I did not get a thing pop up, but I'm actually in somebody's ship interior, so let me leave the.
Ruh-roh.
Let me do that.
Because
real
I
quick.
had something pop up and I hit accept.
Well, you're the team captain, so if you accept it, then it should probably work for the rest of us. Right? No?
I think it was supposed to pop up for everyone.
I didn't get it. I'm back out now. Everyone leave Alexander's interior. Go back to... There we go. Everyone's back out in space.
Uh-oh. I'm warping away.
Oh,
And
oh,
you did
he's
not
gone.
warp. Okay. I guess...
It was nice knowing you.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You guys can go do a thing if you like, while I struggle. Not struggle, because I think I actually set it to normal, so I should be okay. No, I know I'll be okay, but I'll be fine.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and join Borg Disconnected. We're gonna do it
Are you
again.
to do your own?
Or if you want to, can you come back or leave or no?
And then I get AFK penalty.
Okay, well we're gonna try it. Super professional here. Here we go. Accept. That's what we get for hanging out in the ship interior. It's our own fault.
No, I think that's just the TFO system. Oh, there was a guy who did your t-shirt design. Was it your, oh, your funny one. I don't want to say the name.
Yeah, that was Triangulum that drew that up for me.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's why that name. He's a fellow Canadian close by to me.
Yeah.
Like, close
yeah,
by,
he
meaning
knows
like
all
an
about
hour
your
away.
toonies and your boonies, or whatever name you guys have there. But yeah, he was he definitely hooked me up with that situation there, because we were originally going to use just a regular image and try to cartoonish it up a little bit, but because he's so talented and capable, he was able to draw it out for us. So it was nice of him. All right, disconnected Borg saved. All right, this seems more complicated than I probably want it to be, but all right. Okay, I'm gonna go left. Look at you kissing my behind. Listen, Triangulum, now you're getting known. About that. Yeah, Triangulum, also known as garbage.
Ooh. We also got rid of our penny.
You know, we've been trying to do that for a little while now, but people have a weird aversion of getting rid of Abraham Lincoln.
I don't
So-
think it's that. I think it's secretly people don't know how to round the fuck up or down.
Most people just throw their pennies in the garbage, though, which is what's weird. I don't know why everyone's like super obsessed with the penny all of a sudden.
But then I can't play the penny stocks anymore.
Penny stocks. That's true. That's true. What are you gonna do? Can we please get closer to the disconnected board cube?
Oh, because you asked nice.
Ah, saved him. Suck it, Spears.
We have a massive disturbance in fluidic space. Species 8472 is approaching.
Do you use the Lorca maneuver at all?
No. I have the console slotted because it gives a boost to exotic damage.
I have it. I never use it because I don't feel like it actually does anything other than get me out of weapons range. And then puts me right back into weapons range and does nothing for me. So,
Yeah.
like, cool, thanks. Cool.
Yeah, for me it gives... Oh, it gives a bunch of stuff. Control expertise, starship drain, exotic particle generators. Just quickly reading, because reading and battling is not a good idea. Oh, cutscene.
Shoot them.
I like my,
accept girlfriend's request,
I like my space magic.
The Undine will destroy the disconnected Borg ships. Stop them.
Suck it, probes. Oh, species 8472, you say, eh?
Yes, quite.
Alright. Restore liberated Borg cube. Oh, they just turned on me. Okay, that's cool. Somebody contact Hugh. Let him know what happened.
Oh, that's right. We're going to see Hugh again in Picard.
Were you excited about that? Were you surprised?
I was
when they
surprised.
rephrased- Yeah,
I was surprised.
too. Yeah.
To be totally honest, I kind of forgot about him.
You know, yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah.
I was also
Oh.
surprised and happy that 7 and 9 is in Picard.
Yeah, that was definitely a genuine surprise.
Yeah.
Brent Spiner's return was kind of spoiled a few weeks prior to his announcement at SDCC. We kind of got the news on that. All right, let's skip this. Skip it. Stop it. I don't care. But yeah, her return was wildly unexpected. And yeah, his return, it's not like I forgot about him. It's just, it wasn't even something that I was necessarily thinking about. Of all the people that could return, I was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hugh the Borg. Right on.
Left shield failing.
Like, all right, I'm cool with that. All right, I feel like I'm getting my ass kicked over here.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Oh. What's going on?
Suck it, Sphere.
Target shields have failed. Right shield failing. 4 shields failing. Rear shield failing.
Did you see the new product Game Print came out with?
No, what's that?
Um,
Below 50%.
It's a plaque. So
Okay.
you can get a so you know in the Enterprise D observation lounge how there's the 6 ships that were named Enterprise on the back wall. It's kind of
Yeah.
like half a ship. Well, it's
Yeah.
a ship like that on a wooden plaque, and then underneath is a little plaque with like you can put your own captain's name, ship registry, where the ship was made, like what dock, and you can even put in your own starship quote. So you
Seriously,
know,
that's
yeah.
pretty cool.
Oh, dedication plaque, yeah. I got an unboxing video coming out. That's what I recorded today, but unboxing video
Okay.
coming out.
I like it.
Yeah,
All right.
that was.
And you get all the cool stuff, man. Did they send that to you, or?
Yeah. Came from downtown Poland. Seriously,
Yeah,
it came
it's-
from Poland.
Seriously? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Listen, I have the Polish name. I don't get anything to Poland. This is ridiculous. You know, it's all right though. It's fine. I'm making a list of things I'm being excluded from. That's in one of them.
Hey, you got the Trek Core sponsor.
Yeah, typical.
Hull integrity below 75%.
All right, restore this Borg liberated cube thing. Go, bitch. Ugh.
Somebody in my chat, Robert Martinez. It's 1 a.m. in the morning. I turn on YouTube and what do I see? The Discovery fighting the Borg. What?
It's just Leland. Don't worry about it. It's totally fine. Struggle
Yeah.
is pointless. And that's definitely not the same as resistance is futile, because that would be stupid.
Right shield failing.
I thought for sure we were getting a Borg origin story with that, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Integrity below 75%. 4 shields failing.
I could not think of it going any other way, and then they didn't even go that way, which was kind of weird, to be honest. It's still possible. 'Cause I
Yeah.
don't actually know if Leland is dead, if that makes sense. I think we're just assuming he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think he's gone? You think he's gone?
I hope he's gone. I'm kind of done with Leland, to be honest.
I can see. Yeah, I understand that.
Target shields have failed.
My thing with Leland is he didn't come off as a good villain. Like, I was more sympathetic with him, and I talked about that in my like review videos. Like, I was more sympathetic with him as a character when like Michael was like punching the shit out of him in the office, you know?
Yeah.
She was all pissed off because she blamed him for her parents' death, and all I could think of was like, you should be mad at your parents because they're the ones that put you in harm's way. It wasn't his fault that they signed up for Section 31. Like, you didn't
Yeah.
force them to be in Section 31, you know? Like, they wanted to be in Section 31 because they wanted to explore their time travel suit or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think he came across as a proper villain, if that makes sense.
No, that makes total sense. I think the real villain was the AI, which was just I don't know. That was just I was a little bit confused at parts.
It was definitely surprising that they went straight up with the AI being the main villain. I thought there was going to be kind of a secondary thing, but the fact that the AI was the primary villain
Left shield failing.
was a little surprising.
Yeah.
But it was. Can we let? Oh, fuck, damn it. I missed that board cube.
Rear shield failing. Right
Sorry. Yeah, there was definitely some issues with Star Trek Discovery Season 2. It wasn't all cakes and candies, that's for sure. It wasn't all easy to understand. Specifically the time travel portals and all that stuff like that. And then the AI wanting to get the sphere data, which was weird because I thought that them finding the sphere was like a not important piece of the storyline, but it turned out to be the most important thing ever.
Yeah.
Kind of like, whoa, okay, so I guess I need to go rewatch that episode because I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah.
So I better go do that. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, you know. I just wish we had a little bit more backstory of the AI, and I had issues with them wanting to destroy the Discovery with the sphere data inside of it, because I believe that the sphere data itself was kind of sentient in some regards. I know some people kind of disagreed with that, but
Hey, I wonder if... no. I was going to say, I wonder if the Section 31 show will be the events of Giorgio and before the whole AI thing, and maybe we'll get an explanation on the AI thing, but I think that might be too... I don't know. What would be more realistic? The Giorgio or Section 31 taking place before the whole AI thing, or Section 31 happening by somehow Giorgio going back to the proper timeline?
I think it's going to be...
That's going to be weird.
I think that they're going to put her back in her proper timeline. That's what I think.
By
I think
weird
there's still
story
plenty of-
time mulligans.
Yeah, I think there's plenty of room for time. The time suit's still intact. They still have the time crystal. Time travel is definitely still an element at play. Okay, so there's a couple of different things right now that are kind of like, okay, what could possibly be going on? And one of the big ones that I have is... A couple of the big ones that I have is one, Arium supposedly is returning. The next one that I have is that the whole short trek Calypso still hasn't really been explained particularly well. And we don't quite know what they're doing with the Calypso short trek, because in that one, the AI of the Discovery ship, known as Zora, says that she's been parked in that nebula for 1,000 years, which would potentially put her at the 4,000 year mark. Or is the Discovery how Giorgio gets back in time and then she parks it in that nebula, and then it sits in there for 1,000 years so the Discovery crew can find it again in the year 33 or 32, whatever. I don't know. There's a lot of different elements kind of that could be connected to time travel that we don't quite know about yet. So they have a lot of flexibility. The sky's the limit right now, in my opinion, with Discovery Season 3. They're so far out there now, they can do whatever they want, you know? So I hope that they come up with something kind of unique and kind of fun to enjoy. Defeat the Vothborg and Undine. Okay.
I just finished that part.
Well, we're about to fuck up the... Do we have to kill the Undine first, or do we kill the...
Do it in whatever order you want. I did big ship, little ship, and then Borg.
Alright, we're gonna go with the Voth. There it goes. That was pretty fast. Okay.
But yeah, Section 31. I'll watch it when it comes out, for sure. I'll try and keep as open mind as possible.
Yeah, me too. Like I said in my video, like, in my opinion, like, they have... Well, the expectations are non-existent, so they have the opportunity now to just... All they have to do is impress us.
Yeah, it's true. It's not like... It's not like when TNG came to the air. Everybody
right. Or
was
Discovery, for that matter.
Yeah.
Where the pressure was on. Like, it has to perform, otherwise people are going to be pissed. Whereas, like, Section 31 can just be what it wants to be, and hopefully that helps the show out. You know, I'm excited to see what they do. I think it'll be fun. I'm gonna take my reward.
Why do I see somebody yelling in your chat, Canadian? What did I do now?
Ketwolski doesn't read his chat. No, I totally read my chat. Listen here, Steve Oten. I was busy trying to blow up the Borg. I
Well-
think Giorgio will go back and pick up Ariam right as she was put out in space and then revive her. It's very possible. I do think that I don't think it's a coincidence that we have the time suit, the time crystal, the short trek Calypso, Ariam, all those things together. I think there's some time travel stuff going on there. So I definitely think so. I definitely do think so. So I definitely read my chat. Rude. Rude. But, oh, there we go. Got another accept. Okay, cool. Perfect. All right, let's do one more, and then I'll probably jump off now.
Yeah.
Late.
You can stay team leader and pick the next one. Just not
Okay.
Corfez Elite, please.
What? You don't want to spend all day doing that?
No.
Team invite. Team invite.
I gotta get drunk and decorate a tree tomorrow.
I have no time for this. Invite to team. All right, let's get Tolcock in here, and then we'll get this going. All right.
Any relation to Doomcock?
That one's more dread, and this one's more tall, I think, for him. It's just an assumption. How do you feel about Battle of Procyon 5?
I'm trying to. I gotta look at the. No. That I think you might get sick of. Have you done that one?
No, I don't think so.
That one you do the objective and then it kind of starts over again. I would avoid
That
that one.
sounds terrible.
Yeah.
What about Gravity Kills?
Gravity kills.
Gateway to Greythor.
Oh.
Gateway to Greythor might be one. Let's do that one.
Yeah, let's do that one. Gravity kills might frustrate you.
Gotcha.
You need a ship with a lot of speed on that one, especially at near the end. So what you have to do is you have to take out these little things to launch the station into the black hole. But the black hole is also sucking you in, and there's 3 of them. And when you get to the 3rd one, it's really close to the black hole. And if you don't have full speed and evasive maneuvers available, you'll get sucked in a lot, and it's bad.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
No.
This old bucket right here, she doesn't have a lot of maneuverability, so.
That map is what I bring the NX refit into.
Ah, gotcha.
Gravity Kills, wasn't that a band from the 90s?
It might have been a bad name from the 90s, I don't know.
Giorgio coming back must be a one-way person thing, I think, is what Kaden
I
in my
think so
chat
too.
said.
I think she steals the Discovery, uses it to get back in time somehow, and then leaves it parked in the nebula for the crew to find it, and that's how Calypso finds it. The Calypso short trek. That's what I think. That's my current assumption. Kurtzman did say that we were going to find out what happened with the Calypso short trek coming up in season 3. I don't think that they've forgotten about it. The short trek?
Yeah. I need to rewatch all of them. It's been a while.
Yeah, that one. So the short treks have definitely shifted. The first set, from season 1 to season 2 of Discovery, were much more designed to be more comedic in nature, whereas this current one is a little bit more. Or excuse me, the first set was much more serious, where the second one is much more comedic in nature and a little bit more lighthearted. I don't think it's not like required viewing, whereas like the first set was like, if you don't watch this stuff, then you don't know what the inside of Star Trek Discovery. There's a lot of bad guys here.
The VOMF. I'm going to be doing a visual review on that one there this week. You cannot 3D print that ship, though.
The Voth?
And the VOMF, the Iconian ships.
Ah, gotcha.
Too many floaty parts.
Have you tried to? Is this what I'm assuming?
It won't give you the option in Ship Tailor.
Okay, I gotcha.
Oh, did everybody go right? Uh-oh.
Nice. I see some more ships over here. The Quaz cruiser.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Oh, I hate
Let's activate the Lorca maneuver. Go. It does nothing. cool. I'm at a firing range. Perfect.
Herald reinforcements are inbound.
I'm really glad STO did a storyline with the Iconians. Because that was always something that was just shrouded in so much mystery in the TV show.
Yeah, the only thing the only complaint I have with that is I wish that the Iconian War story arc as a whole was a little bit in regards to the physical war itself. I wish it had lasted maybe 1 or 2, like 2 or 3 seasons in its entirety, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it didn't end like, it was just like, okay, you spent like almost the entirety of the game building up to this war and what happened and why these people are so upset, and then it just kind of ended after a single season. So it's like, this could have been a little bit more, but that's just me. I felt like almost like the STO writers were almost like, okay, I want to get the hell out of, I'm done with this Iconian crap. Let's move on to some cooler stories here in the Gamma Quadrant, you know?
Yeah.
But it was definitely, like, there was one of my favorite missions, I want to say Midnight, that's what it was called, in the Iconian War. And, you know, the one where you're fighting on Romulus and stuff like that. And that was one of my favorite missions. That one, and also when they destroyed Earth space stuff, which I don't think was the Iconians, it was the Undine that did that. That was another one of, like, just a mission, like, just a episode that I just loved. Like, I thought it was a lot of fun.
Shipyard transports are beginning their run to the
Closing.
platform.
Target shields have failed.
Do you guys think the Zenkethi will ever show up in the show someday? No,
No.
I don't think so. I think they're just too bizarre. I think it's just
Yeah.
too much for a mainstream audience nowadays to really accept as a viable race to appear. Let me rephrase. Do I think they'll show up as a speaking role or as an episode dedicated to them? No. Do I think that maybe they'll show up in some episode where they're like standing in the back of a room with other alien delegates? Sure, maybe, because it's kind of a fun Easter egg, but as a primary like character for an episode or a series of episodes, no, I don't think so. Definitely not. And honestly, the same goes with the Lucari as well, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
Shipyard transports are beginning their run to the platform.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Oh. Got that one?
Oh yeah.
I don't even bother shooting at any of the enemies here.
Any of the ships?
Yeah, they don't do anything to you.
Yeah, I've noticed that it doesn't actually stop you from closing the rift portals as long as you're in range.
Thank God.
Which I think might be a glitch, because it shouldn't do that. It should force you to shoot them first. Because there's a new Romulus mission that's similar to this one that forces you to shoot them first.
Hmm.
If I recall correctly, I think it's a new Romulus mission.
Alright, we need...
Grab this one here. Oh, sorry, I got it. Dun, 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 dun.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Damn it. It actually
AG
does go away if you get too close to the radiation gateway.
ADG says it's if you close the yellow portals, it actually causes an enemy to appear. I didn't know that. So So just focus on closing the green portals.
Yeah. You take care of the bottom half, I'll take care of the... I'll get
Gotcha.
this one.
Okay. We have several yellow portals open right now.
Yeah, I'm not worried about them.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Oh,
Transports are beginning their
Whoop, there's another one. Surprise!
surprise, motherfucker. I love Show Dexter too, by the way. Oh, that's another thing I just finished doing. I finished rewatching all of House.
House, that's a classic show. I do love House.
Yeah.
That's a good one. It's been a while since I've rewatched it, but yeah, I do love House. Hugh Laurie's got a new sci-fi show coming out, actually. I don't know if you've seen the
Yeah.
trailer for it.
That space kind of,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know what the hell I don't remember the name of it, but it was like I don't know, like a space cruise liner or something like that gets
Yeah.
capsized or destroyed or something. Something happens to it. I don't know what exactly happens to it, but
I will definitely watch it because Hugh Laurie.
for sure, yeah, I'm only interested in it because of him.
I'm guessing that means you've watched Night Manager?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's as an actor, he's somebody who's like, okay, whatever you're in, I'm gonna at least check out for like a second, even if I'm not really interested in the show specifically. So
Like 101 Dalmatians.
exactly. We got another one over here.
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
Closing, 3 seconds.
There is
left.
so in my chat, Robert Martinez, there is a rumor that Robert Picardo is going to make an appearance on Star Trek Picard if it gets a second season.
That's not just a rumor. I would say that, from what I remember correctly, Robert Picardo confirmed that his agents had scheduled some meetings with Alex Kurtzman and company for an appearance in the second season of Picard, which it is getting a second season, according to Sir Patrick Stewart. So yes, I would say we will see Robert Picardo sometime in 2021 in the Picard series.
Can your people get me into the studios in Toronto? Because it's like just a hot skip and jump away from me.
Yeah, right after they get me in.
Yeah. I already tried with very official sources, and yeah, they're like, yeah, not happening. I'm like, shit.
I know.
tried.
They're so tight down there, it's crazy. But I think part of that is because they're working still on some, not just on spoilers for current shows, but they have still so many other things in the books that we're not even tracking on, such as like a Pike movie, in my personal opinion. Because they just announced, like, they just finished the construction on a massive CBS/Viacom production facility in Toronto.
Yep.
For studios, and I think that one of the things they're probably doing with that is most likely a suck it. Sorry, I got distracted. Most likely a Pike film or some kind of Star Trek film beyond just Star Trek 4A, with the Kelvin universe and stuff like that. So, and Pike seems to be the most obvious choice. So I think that's why they're so like tight-lipped with what's going on down there.
I think I'd rather have a Pike TV show than a movie. I'd rather have a Pike TV show first, then we could have a movie.
I would settle for a middle ground of like a 3-part miniseries, like an hour and a half long each episode. I could settle on that, where if they wanted to tell a singular story, I could see that. But yeah, I would agree. Like, just shoving him into a movie, I don't know how I feel about that, especially since it's like a weird way to... It's hard to make a movie about that because stakes are kind of strange since we know the fate of all of those characters,
Yeah.
I guess we don't know necessarily the fate of number one, but we know the fate of Spock and Pike, so it's like, it's hard to make a movie based off of that, that increases the excitement for the film itself, so...
Well, that's one element of Pike that I would really like to see explored in a TV series is he knows what's going to happen. how do you move forward and continue doing what you do, knowing what's going to happen? Like, I think that is a really, really interesting character aspect to like focus on and tell a story on.
I agree. Yeah, you know, it's yeah. I mean, you already know your destiny, so how do you move past it? You know, you're gonna turn into a melted marshmallow. How do you continue to live your life? Yeah,
Do you
I think
start acting like Kirk all over the universe and like
yeah, exactly. Do you act like a douchebag or like what do you do?
yeah,
And yeah, it is quite interesting to how to do that. Does he even tell anybody? Like, does he go as far as to tell like Spock or number one like what he knows is going to happen to him in the future? Or does he try to avoid it? You know, does he try to get around it or something like that? Does he? You know, I'm curious. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's an interesting story to write.
that
Sure.
and that would be an interesting movie right there. Like going through like the storyline, and then the movie is the demise of Captain Pike. Just Avengers Endgame that shit right there.
It's actually just his life after he goes back to Talos and he's just hanging out with Vina. And he's just living life. It's just it's happily ever after. Yeah. You know, sometimes they cut back to him in the wheelchair, you know. Okay.
Was it worth it? What did it cost?
What did everything. I am inevitable.
I am Pike. I am no. I am Starfleet.
Oh, I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, man. Well, I'm gonna jump off for now.
Yeah.
I appreciate hanging out, man. Thanks for. I know I'm on your channel and you're on mine, so I'm glad we were able to make this happen. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, I had a lot of fun tonight. I can't believe it's like 20 to 1. I'm usually not up this late unless I'm making a video, and I'm not right now. This was fun. It's been a while since I've had this much fun.
Well, yeah, I had a lot of fun too, so I'll have to definitely make this happen again. So hopefully we can do something. Maybe do a little bit more Winter Wonderland and then go blow some more shit up in space. That's always fun. So
Hell yeah.
thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm glad we were able to do this so last minute too.
I know, and it definitely worked out. We had a great turnout, so thank you to all of you and guys and gals who turned out both on my channel and on ZEF Films channel as well. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thanks guys for hanging out, and I will catch all of you guys and gals next time. So live long and prosper, my trickies.
I don't have a catchy end phrase, so bye-bye. See ya.